fucking cross. We'll rise to the top. Decay, decay, watch the bodies decay. Watch them start burning until we're the last one standing. What the fuck is up? Freeze them in their blood.
I'll never let them see isolation in me. Every eye seen every reluctant from the snowflakes in the wind. Lost in reverie, hell-bent on proving them wrong. Let the new world welcome a new dawn. Step up now, come on, take this. Found the words we say out loud. Our dreams and wishes pass through the clouds. Higher, higher, come on up to the stage. Higher, higher, up here there's nothing they can take away. I've been told by the pros before that I ain't never been the ones they adore. So I'll take that as a reason to misbehave. Break the rules, do things they won't believe. Become my muse, ignite the fuse. I want all of you to shine, 'cause together we'd be divine. I wanna see you catching stars, surpassing every single bar. It's time to rise to the occasion. Anything's possible with a little bit of passion. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't any stress. And I'd say sometimes my schedule's a mess, but you never catch me within 10%. Best believe every word I said I meant. 'Cause when this industry tells me no, I just take that as a reason to grow. Some people only in it for some dough, but that ain't me. Come on, it's time for the show. It's been decided, you've been chosen. It's time to let the frost spread.
Yo, hello everyone. Big YoHallo, big YoHallo. Hello everyone. How are you doing? It's Fart Day. Yes. Okay, let's go. Happy Fart Day, aka Friday. Maybe for some of you, it's still Thursday, or maybe for some of you, it's freaking Saturday. Regardless, there's a turd in that. So you're either farting or you're turding, or maybe you thought it was a fart, but it was a turd. So it is something, okay? That's all we need to remember. Yes, welcome in everyone. Thank you for being here. Yes, we are a little bit early today. I was supposed to do like a little call-in. Oh my god, dude, I thought it was yesterday. So it's Tex's birthday from VFleet, and I thought it was yesterday for some reason. I have no idea why, but I put on my calendar it was yesterday. I put on my stream calendar that it was yesterday, and then I was out with like my family because I had to take my grandma to her doctor's appointment, and I just remember I was like, oh, I have to excuse myself because you know we're out somewhere, and so then I went outside and I stood there outside with, you know, my headphones on my phone, and I'm like, wait a second, this doesn't feel right. So luckily I got into like the waiting room, but like nobody was there, so I was like, okay, maybe I should double check, and then good thing I did because I saw that indeed. Yeah, it was supposed to be today, which is Friday, and not yesterday, Thursday. So yeah, luckily I checked it. And I wasn't embarrassed for more than 2 minutes. So yes, so I'll be doing that in about like an hour or 2 hours. In about 2 hours. So I'll just like jump on there really quick and keep on. I'll still be streaming probably, but it's a really quick like, hey, happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, we love the VFleet people, talents, staff, everyone. Okay. Anyway. All right. Let me catch up really quick on the chat. We're gonna be yapping today. I had put games with chat on the stream calendar. However, not today. Sorry. I don't know how this always happens with games with chat days, but I am like really tired today because obviously I was like driving pretty much all day or all night, all day yesterday. So I didn't get home until pretty late, and I didn't sleep until pretty late. But I have stuff to do today, and I genuinely was like, I would like to try to take a nap today. That sounds really cool. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start stream earlier, so that way I can try to get the shit that I need to do done, and then take a nap. Now, we all know that's not gonna happen. We all know that I'm not gonna be able to take a nap, but a girl can dream, okay? Anyways, hello Crimson Dragon. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Hope you're doing great. Happy fart day to you. Let's see. Yap attack. Yeah, exactly, Vector. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, and welcome in Twitchmon. Thank you for the hydrate. Let me do that real quick. The true master Joe the homie. Joe Mama the homie. Let's go. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello. Hello, yes, welcome and thank you for the check-ins, by the way. Let's see, thank you for the check. Oh, shoot, what just happened? Okay, well, that's, oh, bruh. Okay, so oh, is that why? No, my Google Chrome is having a field day right now and thinking that I would like to zoom in when what is happening? Hold on. There is something going on. Why is it doing this? Oh, maybe because I pressed this. Hold on, let me press that and see if that works. Oh, yes. Okay. Whatever that button did, it did not like it. So I pressed it again and we're good. Okay, my bad. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Sorry. Thank you for the check-ins again. Let's see. Goat Mom and Llama Tuna Roll. Hello, good to see you. I saw you jump into the freaking round table and then jump out. Okay, it's okay. I've done that before too. And then someone called me out when they saw me do that. And so I'm like, I have to call you out. Because I got embarrassed when I did it before. So I'm sorry about that. But at the same time, you know, it's funny. So YoHallo, Goat Mom, thank you for the check-in. And Neko Gaming, thank you for the check-in. And Lizard, thank you for the check-in. And Certified Mall Ninja, thank you so much for the check-in. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for the check-in. Crane and Pixel Knight as well. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to get those check-ins over on Twitch. Let's see. Yes, big YoHallo. Yay. Thank you for the check-in. Corbin, let's go. Let's see. And over on YouTube, welcome in and hello to, let's see, 80. And Baxter, welcome in, welcome in. How are you, girl? I'm going to get there. Thank you for asking. I will get there. I promise. I promise. Un momento, por favor. I will get there. Just give me a second. Let's see. YoHallo Shogun. Hope everyone's having a great Friday so far. Doing some overtime at the moment. Clocking out in 15 minutes. Looking forward to yapping and chatting today. Yay! Heck yes. Let's go. Thank you for working hard. Let's see. Jay Duran, thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Certified Mall Ninja. Heck yes. And YoHallo GT. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. Yay. Exactly. Let's go. Early stream. Oh, hell yeah. Yes. This is what we're doing. That's what we're doing, Lizard. Yes. Happy fart day. Indeed. Indeed. YoHallo Fishy. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Better, thank you. That's good. That's good, everybody. Everybody's good, doing good. Yap Attack. Yes, exactly. It's okay. I fuck up dates and times and events all the time. I can barely keep track of stream days half the time. Oh my gosh, I feel that. Yes. Yes, this is true. Excellent. That's a relief. Heck yes. Thank you for being here. Hello, how was your day been? Thank you for asking, Pixel Knight. Everyone's asking such nice questions to me and worried about me and talking to me. Thank you so much for being here. We stand a girl who naps. I would love to nap, you know? Little mascot's too adorable. Aw, thank you. I think my smile is coming back as I work the night shift in my office. Only a few more hours until the sun is up. Ah, good luck. Good luck. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not sure if that is... I'm sorry. I don't know many languages. I apologize. But I don't know if that's kanji. It kind of looks like it. I'm sorry, I don't know. But if it is Nihongo, ganbatte! Ganbatte ne! Good luck at work. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I was so embarrassed, but it was so funny. It was funny. No, but I swear I've done that before, and I was also embarrassed because someone was like, I saw you do that, Corey, and I was like, oh, fuck, dude. It was a misclick. Oh my gosh, but it's okay. Oh, I only, like, me and maybe 2 other people saw it, so you're fine. By the way, I've finally seen the glowing cucumber. Oh my gosh. Yes, you said cucumber in the Discord yesterday. I have no idea what that means, but I respect that. Gotta get that extra isekai moolah. Oh my gosh. You know, maybe. Don't. It's okay. It's free. What do you mean? Isekai is free. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's a free concert. Oh, you guys should definitely check it out. You haven't had Taco Bell, right? Not today. Unfortunately, not today. Yeah, I know. But yeah. 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 I haven't had Taco Bell, but been having a blast playing Elden Ring Night Rain. Oh, let's go. Recently figured out how to uncap the 60 FPS limit on the game and reach 120 FPS. Difference is night and day. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I never like think that hard about like how the game looks and how I can make it better. Because like I know certain games like, you know, oh, you could turn, what is that freaking meme about like DLSS XR on, DLSS XR off or whatever on the NVIDIA app. I have no idea what that's about, but that's what I think of. Oh my gosh. Getting ready for isekai. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna get isekai. Oh, that was excellent Japanese. Ah, thank you. I'd like to learn one day. I would like to Benkyo. I'd like to study Japanese. I'd like to study Nihongo one day, but today's not that day. Thank you very much. The cucumber is in reference to dispatch. The cucumber's in reference to dispatch. Gosh, I haven't played that game in a minute. I don't remember at all. I do want to continue playing that playthrough I had, but I obviously have not had any time to try to stream on a random day and like finish playing Dispatch and finish playing Vampire Bloodlines. I still haven't done that either. So yes. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. It is fart day, so I hope you farted today. I don't know what was fart in Japanese. I can't remember. I just know unko. Unko. Let's see. Japanese may seem daunting at first, but it can be fun coming from someone who had to learn it to live there. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would love to. You know, I mean, I have not really obviously had any formal lessons, but when I was like trying to learn a little bit more of it, you know, I enjoyed it. You know, it's just a matter of like setting more time to practice. You know what I mean? But and like actually learn it. But yeah, no, thank you. YoHallo Yanagi, welcome in, and YoHallo Alexis to totally Alex, sorry, not Alexis. Alex is totally normal. I feel that same. Oh my gosh. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. And Vampire Bloodlines 2 Infinite crashes. This is true, Autumn. Exactly. I know. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh, you have problems pronouncing my nickname. Don't worry, just say it the way that's easier for you because it's a Polish nickname and it might not be easy to pronounce. Oh no, you're good. I was thinking of like the Cardi B. Oh, you know what I mean? So that's yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of that. Oh, yeah. So that's what I was doing, but like you know, I will say Key. How about Key? Because the last part of your name is Key, and I think Key is cute. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, okay. That's what I was doing. So yeah, that's cool though. Polish nickname. That's really cute. Does it have like a meaning? Sorry, I'm not very versed in other languages and things like that. I wish I was, but yeah. But yeah, my bad. So that was a flatulence sound effects. Yes, it was. How do you say fart in Japanese? How do you say fart in Nihongo? Fart. Let's see.
Onara.
Onara. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yes, I didn't know that's how you say it.
Onara.
Onara. Onara. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, that's what it is. It is a fart. Yes, I'm a child. I'm a dumb child. Just kidding, I'm not, but you know what I mean. My brain is. What's up, Snack Attack? Bro, you promised your furry roleplay. Sure, wrong person. Oh no. Oh no. Just exposed. Oh my gosh. On freaking Maine, by the way. Let's see. Okurki doesn't really mean anything in Polish, but it's a sweeter name for a cucumber. So in Polish, it is ogórek. Maybe, I don't know if I'm probably saying that poorly. I'm very sorry. I'm butchering that. Okay, that's cute. Oh my gosh, that's funny. We were talking about a glowing cucumber earlier, which I didn't know what that was about at all, but Switchmon brought that up. And so it's funny that does that have to do with a glowing cucumber? I don't we're all cucumbers? Yes. This is a word for flatulence. Ah, okay. So da yo. Soka. All right, thank you. So yeah. Okay. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. And obviously this was a yapping stream, so I'm going to be talking a bunch. This is what I do. I'm a yap tuber. Just kidding. I'm an IRL event VTuber, but you know. I yap a lot. I talk a lot. So it's been a crazy couple of weeks for sure. I've had a lot happen, and I mean, you know, so last year before Isekai, yeah, Tuber, exactly. Before Isekai last year, I was like moving into a house. I had bought a house and I was moving into it in like pretty much the same month as freaking Isekai, the Las Vegas concert, the first ever one. And I was like so stressed out that I ended up going to the to the emergency room because to urgent care essentially. So yeah, it was a little bit of a crazy time. It was a little bit of a crazy time. And this year, right before like Isekai, I feel like once again there's just been so many things. Like, don't get me wrong, the month started off wonderfully with my homie getting engaged, and I was so happy about that. And I felt just so like in touch with myself again, and I haven't had felt that way in a long time. And then after that, it just everything kind of went to shit somehow. I don't know. And I've honestly not felt very enthusiastic or motivated to stream. That's essentially like what's been happening the last couple weeks. And hello, I want and Helds. Thank you for being here. You cast a statisticular torsion. I cast mend butt crack. Hear that? That's what you're not going to be doing. It's going to be stuck all up in there. Computer, dematerialize this penis. Anyway, sorry. I'm telling a story right now. My bad. Hold on. Let me get back on track. But yes, a lot has happened this past week. It's the biggest understatement of the year. No, legit, I know. Yeah, so the last like couple of weeks like were just filled with a lot of stuff. And like last week it was all freaking drama, like behind the scenes drama, and it's just been like a lot. And it sucks because it's kind of bleeding into this week, the drama from last week, and like I don't really know what to do about it because I'm like I don't want to think about it anymore. But yeah, so like I thought it was just a one and done situation, but it's like not that. And you know, that's been like really tiring and a little bit like frustrating to deal with essentially. So, and it has to do with isekai, which is like the frustrating part as well, because I always like get really like disappointed when there's like a negative experiences and things like that associated to things that I really care about. You know, like I don't care about the whole rotational video. People can hate, like 90% of those comments on there is hate comments and evil people, and it's like, yeah, I don't really care about that though, because I don't care about that content. I don't, you know, it's just a dumb video that there was no thought behind. But like there's a lot of thought and work behind stuff like isekai, do you know what I mean? And so with that, you know, I just care a lot about it. And when there are like negative experiences, whether it's like from like something that I'm experiencing or someone else is experiencing, you know, it can be really frustrating and disappointing from my standpoint, because like this is like my baby. You know, like I've worked so hard organizing this concert independently, organizing all the content that I've done independently, and so it can get really like frustrating when there's all this negative things around it. And I'm glad that it doesn't, like, you guys don't have to see it, but I think you guys like kind of like in a indirect way see it, because I get on stream and I'm just like maybe not fully Kōri, or maybe I'm not streaming because I don't feel motivated to stream and I feel like crap. So it's kind of like you guys do experience it, but you don't like really experience it. So it's kind of like a weird thing, right? Also, hello BQ over on YouTube. Hello, how you doing? I'm just yapping right now, so we appreciate you being here. Thank you for the hugs, by the way, Pixel. I appreciate that. Hugs back virtually. But yeah, so this past week has been like all over the place as well, and the like I guess like the kind of light heart to heart that I wanted to like have with you guys is it's like kind of like something that I don't know if it's like a problem or not, but I did want to like voice it, at least put it like out into the universe, you know what I mean? And like also hopefully to like let you guys know that I'm good, basically. And I'll explain why in a second. But last week or a couple days ago, sorry, it wasn't last week, it was this week. But a couple days ago, right? Like we had someone come onto the stream and gift an extraordinary amount of subs, and I'm so eternally grateful. And I was just moved to tears with the fact that somebody would have been impacted enough by me to want to like support me so heavily. And I genuinely appreciate it. I still see myself as like a smaller streamer in many ways, and so smaller content creator, and so all support is very appreciated. Basically. Also, hello YouTube to Money over on YouTube, thank you for being here, welcome in. Hi Croy. What do you mean Croy? All right, it's Kōri, like Kōri in the house, my favorite anime. Okay, no, I'm just messing with you, but hi, welcome, and happy fart day. Hello Miguel as well, happy fart day to you, or whatever day it is. We are just yapping right now, so I'm talking at the moment. Thank you for being here. Smallish like my pee-pee. Yes, I'm just kidding, my pee-pee is big. Just kidding. Anyways, hello Hutao over on YouTube as well, thank you for being here. Hi, I'm new. Hi, I am sorry, I couldn't help myself. I already took the button out, so it's right here. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for being here. Happy fart day. Take that fart. You know what I mean? Do that fart. Whatever day it is for you. Hope you're having a wonderful one. We're just yapping right now. Thank you for being here. Big PP show it. That's wild. That's wild. Anyway, I'll show you my little bull sack. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, thing that I wanted to mention was just that, we had someone, gift a bunch of subs, and I'm so grateful, and obviously really really happy to hear that maybe I made an impact on someone. And then after that it like, oh my gosh, Crimson, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Hello Crimson, what the heck are you doing here? Crimson, oh my gosh, Crimson, we talked about this. Crimson, we talked about this. Crimson, oh my gosh. What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Crimson? Oh my goodness, thank you. So is it? It is. Hello, Crimson. The myth, the legend, the one and only. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you for gifting to our community. What are you doing here? Oh my gosh. Stop it. No, don't perceive us. Oh my goodness. Yes. And also, hello, Rob. How you doing? Thank you for being here. And Butternuts and Bean, thank you for being here. Yes, we love the gift sub. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for being here. Look at all these wonderful people now having no freaking ads and cool emotes. Okay, we love that. Yes. The little mascot is too adorable beyond measure. Does the little one have a name? Yes, the raccoon, his name is Ack. Let's see. I don't know how to say oname wa? Ack? Ack, that's the name. Yes, that's it. Here I was hoping they'd be less of a chat. Glad I was wrong. Ah, heck yeah. Is that you from TikTok and Instagram Reels? Where? Yeah, we do be posting on those. Unfortunately for me, I do be posting all that stuff. But thank you, Rob. Thank you for being here. Yes, hello, welcome, and thank you for being on the stream today. We're just yapping right now. Hello. And Falsified, thank you for being here. Hi. Yo, hello. How you doing? Welcome in. Happy fart day. Hope you took a fart today. Infinite fart sounds. Yes, fart day. Let's go. Very epic, very amazing. Yes. We shall do Pokemon one day. One of these days, Pokopia is becoming the new split fiction myth where I can't I can't for some reason play Pokopia. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're so cute up close. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I just be dumpster diving behind Taco Bell at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Maybe it's like the dumpster juices soaking into my skin. That's why I'm so cute, I'm just kidding. Anyways, what made you decide to start streaming? That's a great question, Pixel. Hold on to that for a second. You can ask me again if I forget to get back to it, but let me hold on to that for a second. But that's a great question. But I've answered that like a million times, so let me finish this story first and I'll get there. Hi is pronounced hi, actually. It's SMH. Dang, my bad. I had a fart, but it said it was a shark. You know, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, if it's fart day today, but if it's not fart day for you, maybe it's turds day still, or maybe it's sad turd day, or maybe you thought it was a fart, but it really was a turd. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I'm on the same wavelength as you, Bean. We got this. We're together. Anyways, so, speaking of which, yeah, I basically, listen, guys, I want to say this, and like I say this with love. So basically, it was like apparent. I don't know who had the concern exactly, but I guess there was like a community concern that people were worried that like, oh, did Kōri know that there are, you know, things that exist and scammers and bad people that exist on streaming platforms where they'll like gift an absurd amount of things or whatever, and then they'll like do a chargeback or something like that. And so I that like I guess there was people in the community that were worried about that but didn't know like how to talk to me about it or bring it up, and so they like brought it to one of the moderators, and then the moderators had brought it to me, but like the way that it was brought to me was a little bit like not from you guys, but like the way that it was brought up to me was a little bit breaking some boundaries that I have set. And I want to make it clear that like no moderator is like set on a pedestal by me. No moderator has like direct DM access to me. Um they're my team and I trust them and they work hard and I appreciate them a bunch, but like for the most part, my job as a streamer and as a content creator is to like kind of just keep, you know, keep doing what I do, and like the Discord mod team, and not the Discord, but just the mod team in general, like they are meant to, you know, do their job. And if there are community concerns, it should go straight to, you know, the team as a whole, and then like I'm kind of like a last resort. But in this situation, I was not the last resort, I was the first one. And so it's very unfortunate because the way it was brought to me, it was like kind of, and I'm not like trying to pick on anyone or anything like that, but the reason why I say this is because I get triggered, and like I recognize this, and I get really like I genuinely, I've talked about it before, I deal with anxiety, and I get really bad like panic attacks when stuff like this happens, where like I feel like there is potentially one like the biggest thing was, I'll just say, was that it was vague what was brought up to me, and I thought that I had done something wrong, that I had fucked up, and so like then I just spiral. And so it's not like your guys' fault, it's not the community's fault, no one's really at fault here, of course, but like I did want to tell you guys that like I am aware, I've been streaming for almost 5 years, unfortunately for me. I am like well aware that there are things that exist on these platforms, like let alone like let's even take out the wonderful generous person who had, you know, given me, been so gracious and given me their time and their you know support. Like Twitch could take away, you know, money from me, and YouTube could take away money from me, the platforms that I'm on could take away money from me. So in my head, the money, because that's what the concern was about, was like potentially Kōri getting scammed. The money, I don't see the money as mine, and I do not own it until it is deposited into my account, which is still going to be another month until that happens. So yes, anything could happen, and I'm not here like trying to, you know, basically, you know, I'm not here trying to essentially buy a Lamborghini because I like know that I have money coming in. Like that's not who I am. You know what I mean? Like I got bills to pay, you know, so that's not how I view it. So like please know that like I'm not like acting crazy just because I had some extra money come in or anything like that. Like I I don't know if that's the concern, but I did want to tell you guys that like I genuinely like I understand that there are risks that happen and that, you know, exist on these different platforms and whatnot. So, you know, I just wanted you guys to know that. So if you guys are like, I wonder if Corey knows about X or Y because you are doing it out of like, again, and I know it's like, you know, out of concern and it's out of, you know, love and whatnot, you know, that's that's fine with me. But please try to use either the support ticket on the Discord if you are trying to more like more actively reach me. You can try to use a support ticket because like I can see those, but I'm not always available, of course. So like at the very least the team can see it, the moderator team can see it, and they can bring it to the correct medium in order for me to review it, or for Pack the head mod to be able to take a look at it as well. But genuinely, like generally speaking, like I am probably aware of something, unless like it very recently, like 20 minutes ago happened, like while I'm streaming, then I might not know. But like there's a pretty high chance that I do know. So please, like, please be aware that, like, yes, I've been streaming for 5 years, and I know that there's like crazy people out there. I know that Twitch takes shit. I know that YouTube takes shit, and then there's taxes, and there's so many things that are out of my control, and so I don't see things. I'm not gonna be like, you know, silly about the way that I view things, and I will be realistic when it comes to, you know, especially stuff like money, right? So, you know, please know that I won't be like torn to shreds if something does happen. Um and I just wanted, in that moment, I really just wanted to be really happy and glad and bask in that gratefulness that I had, that there was someone out there that wanted to support me so much, you know, in this way. And I know all of you support me a lot in your own ways, you know what I mean? But like, you know, it's the first time that ever happened to me. And so I really wanted to like just feel like I impacted someone, and it was very like much emotional whiplash to go from like, hey, I'm so grateful, and I was like, you know, crying happy tears and stuff like that, to like getting whiplashed to like having a panic attack. So like basically, I just, please know that I am probably aware of things, and if you don't think that I am, you're totally fine to speak up about it. Like I know it's coming from like a good intent, but you know, please feel free to bring it through like a support ticket, or you know, bring it up in the Discord or in the stream chat. Like that's okay, or you can try to contact, you know, Pack the head moderator. You know what I mean? So yeah, just like, it's not your guys' fault, but essentially it was just like brought up to me in a poor way, and again, no one's fault, but it was just it instilled a lot of just panic in me, and I really don't need that right now. I've just had a lot of issues in the past where people would essentially abuse in a direct line of communication to me. I don't really know how to explain that, but I've just had my boundaries like disrespected many times, and like through stuff like Discord DMs, and like I really don't want that, which is why I, like I said, like really like I don't have direct lines of communication. Like my DMs are not open to even like the moderators. Like it's just like that's how it is. You know? And so it's because of like that line I have to put down, essentially. So, anyways, thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for understanding, and I just hope that I wasn't worrying you guys with, you know, you guys may be feeling like I wasn't aware of these things, but I am, and I'm very careful about it, and I'm not gonna make, you know, rash decisions over anything. So yes. Anyways, let's see. Squiddle, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for the bits, GT. Thank you again so much for the treasure train. Let's go. Thank you so much for the hype train, Crimson. Thank you for supporting us today. Thank you for the check-ins, Prototype. I appreciate it. Thank you for the lurks. Hello, everyone. Appreciate you being here. But yes, hello everyone. All right. Let me catch up here on the chat. I think it's spelled ak or ak. The AI translator is reading the katakana many ways. It's like AK. Just just those two letters, AK. Thank you for asking. Weird number one. Heck yeah, GT man. Let's go. Also, Crane, just next time, please delete the comments that include like rude profanity. You know, the hello is fine, but like, you know, you just delete it immediately, essentially, if there's someone that is coming in and being like, you know, rude, or using like profanity in a negative way towards me, especially. So yeah, please go ahead and just like delete any comments like that, and then obviously, yes, you know, if they continue, just ban them. But please delete the comments is my main thing here. Just please delete them. Obviously it's no longer there, but yeah. Okay, the Kōri-Mobile real. Let's see. Yes, thank you so much, Crimson. Let's see. Lexi, what's up? Over on YouTube, thank you for being here. Yes, we are also on Twitch. We multi-stream, but thank you for being here. No worries. Whatever platform you like, you know, you hang out there for sure. I'm so glad that I'm a follower. As a smaller creator, I know how much even the smallest things can mean a lot. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yes. Keep up the good work, you know? So I'm glad that I'm able to bring that much joy as a follower. Absolutely. Yeah, always. Always. What's up, Alexi? Thank you for being here over on Twitch now. Let's go. Heck yes. What is up, Geek? How you doing? We're not a tanuki, but we are a raccoon. They're a little bit different. But thank you. How are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Happy fart day. Hope you took a fart today, you know what I'm saying? Get all that flatulence out, am I right? And hello, Yaso, over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. A little bit of a heart-to-heart with you guys on just like, you know, being honest about everything. Don't be afraid to use a support ticket on the Discord. You know, it's the support ticket is kind of like a DM, so it's like, you know, no one else sees a support ticket but the mod team. Don't feel embarrassed or anything like that. Like, you're bringing up a genuine concern and we want to be able to hear it, so please use the correct mechanisms to like bring up any concerns, so that way the team can also use the correct mechanisms to bring up concerns as well. So yes, thank you for understanding. Hello, AS, thank you for being here. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing great, having a wonderful day. I've always loved them different color eyes. Yes, let's go. Yes, thank you. Let's see. Thank you for stream. Yes, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for your continued stream. Please have some green tea. Ah, yes, I love green tea. I love that. Yes. They are. I thought they were the same species. They're like a little bit different, apparently. Yeah, so so yeah, I mean, probably related, right? But yeah, they're a little bit different. Let's see. Rex, what's up? Hi and happy fart day. Yeah, let's go. Heck yes. Matcha is the goat. Yes, that's real. Agree. Exactly. Happy fart day. And if it's not fart day, happy Thursday. If it's not Thursday, happy Saturday. And maybe you had a fart and you thought it was gonna be just a fart, but it turned out to be more than that. You know what I mean? Corey's a real goat. You know what I'm saying? Heck yes. Thank you. And again, thank you, Crimson, for the support. As usual, as all this time, thank you so much. It means the world. So thank you for being here today. Oh my goodness. Hello. It's so good to see you. But yeah, so there's that. I wanted to also read this thing that Sun had sent. Sun as one of the community members here, and it was on a post that I made about isekai, and I basically said in my post that like I can't believe it's been a year since isekai, and that just like the things that I was going through a year ago and like why I had done isekai in the first place, you know, I'm just like amazed that we're coming back for year 2, basically. And so yeah, Sun, I'm gonna read what Sun said, and this is my first time reading it, but I wanted to say, like, respond to it because I feel like I'm bad at responding nicely, like nicely with length, like a longer message on like Twitter, because obviously the like the character limit and shit, but Okay, so Sun said, man, Eastgate was so much fun. The concert was a pivotal moment in your career. You had created an opportunity to host IRL VTuber concert, but also created opportunities for other VTubers to perform at an IRL concert. It's amazing what you can do. It was last month or end of February when I talked to a couple of community members where they noticed an increase of virtual concerts happening in the wake of you hosting IRL concerts, mentioning some of them have participated in your concerts. You showed them that indie VTubers, no matter the size, can create concerts. You also showed that there are other VTubers who are also interested in participating in both virtual and IRL concerts. You made a mark, and I want to keep supporting whatever path you choose to take, which is very sweet. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you to say, son. Yes, I have also noticed, I feel like, a lot more concerts and stuff like that coming up. I mean, I've noticed that it's not just concert, it's also VTubers at conventions as well. I mean, I think there's just been an insane surge of VTubers at conventions since I started going to conventions. I think the like most frustrating thing though is that like I don't know. It's like, yeah, I guess like I did that, but like it's one of those things where I'm so like numb to it, where it's like, not to like devalue the compliment. Of course that's amazing, and like I'm like grateful that I would ever been able to give such impact in that way to the industry, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, I did that, but like nobody really cares that I did that. It's just like they care that it exists now. And so it's like, you know, it's not about me. And obviously I do these things because I know that ultimately there's a mission there that's greater than me, right? It's a mission to make VTubing more accessible to the IRL event space and make the IRL event space more accessible to VTubing, you know, vice versa. So I know that like ultimately the mission of like accessibility and whatnot, is greater than me, right? And so obviously it's great that I feel like I achieved those things, but I always get in like my head about things where I'm just like, man, like I wish I had more support for doing that. You know? And like I know that sounds really selfish and like narcissistic probably, but like that's just like a thought that I have, and that's why like when people tell me about like the industry as a whole, like, yeah, that's cool, I guess, but like it doesn't really like register to me like fully, I think, like how I think it should, and that's like my problem 100%, and I'm sorry about that. But I do feel like when people like tell me about their own personal experience, that's a lot more intimate, and like I can feel that a lot more like in my heart. I know that sounds like really maybe weird, but like that's just genuinely how I feel. So I'm always just happy to like hear that I made someone smile that day. Like those are like the kinds of things that like make me want to keep doing what I do, essentially. Because like I don't really care. The industry is fucked, man. There's so much drama every fucking week. You know, it's like Kuno's getting canceled for fuck's sake, bro. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I'm just kind of like, eh. But I do care about the people that like actually do see me. You know what I mean? So thank you for seeing me and perceiving me in this way, basically. But yeah. And thank you for the check-ins, Vel and Lexi. I appreciate that. Heck yes. But yeah, thank you for being here. And thank you again, Sun, for your really sweet comments, excuse me. And I hope that I can keep doing what I do. But part of the thing that I wanted to talk about today is that just how tired I am. Like I don't know. I mean, all of you know already that I'm taking a break from doing like hosting my own concerts and stuff like that after Summer Splash. Like I am gonna be taking a break from doing it. I love doing it. It is like what I'm passionate about. I love doing IRL events and I love, you know, hosting the concerts, but they are really tiring for me. And I think obviously I've made a mistake. Past Kōri had made a mistake by, you know, basically scheduling months, like 4 months of like back-to-back concerts. So that's been a lot. So speaking of which, so yes, Summer Splash is the last concert that I am hosting myself. However, there is another concert that I will be participating that it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And that is going to be in July. And that is going to be actually at Offkai. So some of you have seen the post on Twitter already, and I'm not going to like go on and on about it, but or I'm not going to bring it up on the screen. But Airs, which is the management team that I am a part of, they announced that Airs will be performing at Offkai Gen 5, which is, you know, Off-Kai happening in, was it San Jose, California, I believe, in July 24th. And we're going to be doing a performance on that Friday at 5 p.m. PST. So yes. What I didn't say, but I would like to tell you all now and like make a mini announcement about it, is that I will also be making my 3D debut during that performance. So if you can make it out to Off-Kai, please do come see us on the main stage because it's going to be an amazing time and I'm really excited about it. But yes, I will finally be making my 3D debut on that Friday, July 24th at Off-Kai on the main stage. Again, that's like a fucking crazy thing to say. Like, what the hell? Like, oh my god. I would have never imagined that. Like, that's where I'm making my 3D debut. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, obviously, yes, I am still raising funds for the 3D model and whatnot. I want to be transparent and honest with all of you that the 3D model is in progress right now. However, the problem is that the 3D model is one, yes, there is expenses towards that, but most of the expenses that I am struggling with is with the equipment. So I actually don't have any of the equipment at all. I would essentially be renting it if I'm not able to raise the money, which is totally fine. But if I'm not able to raise the funds for it, I would just be renting it. But that also means that I can't use it for daily stream, if that makes any sense. Like, I would be renting equipment and I would be using it for a special stream and then I have to send it back. And so that's the reason why I'm trying to get the equipment myself, is because like I would like to be able to do the Zumba streams and whatnot, but I can't really do that. Yeah, you know, because of the fact that it's so expensive to get the equipment. Also, thank you so much, Crimson, for the subscribe. Let's go. Yes, you freaking deserve that subscribe. What the heck? And thank you 6 months in advance. Oh my gosh, thank you for believing in me. Thank you. I'll be here for 6 months for sure. But thank you for being here. And the Red Fox, thank you for the follow. Hello, and welcome in. But yeah, so that's part of that. And yeah, so there you go. And by the way, Crimson, I will be adding what you had so generously and graciously gifted us to the dono bar, but I keep forgetting to do that, so I'm sorry. It's been a couple days. I mean, like I said, I had to take my grandma to her doctor's appointment yesterday. All the stuff came up, so yes, my bad. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support, everybody. But yeah, I'm just really excited about getting a 3D model finally, and I transparently wanted to tell all of you that I will be making that debut at Off-Kai on the main stage, which is just like such a crazy sentence to say. So I'm genuinely so honored, and I'm so grateful for Airs for the chance as well. So definitely, if you guys have ever wanted to go to Off-Kai, this is another reason for you to go, is what I want to say. So yes. Hello, Sophie over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me catch up here a little bit. Doing a lot of things right now. I feel that. I know you're good. Let's see. Thang-a-thang? Yes, thang-a-thang. Exactly. I think the concepts of VTubing as a whole has allowed more accessibility for people as a way to express themselves. Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, we love that. Narcissistic and selfish, now more like adorable and kind. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like the emotes as well, Lexi. A fucking concert. Yes, we have multiple concerts, unfortunately, for me specifically. But yeah, we've got our big Isekai concert at the end of this month. So literally in like, wait. Literally in like fucking 8 days or some shit. What the fuck? God, no, it's not. It's like, fuck, it's like a week. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, jeez. All right. Past Kōri made the most incredible mistake ever, and present Kōri absolutely deserves a break. Okay. This is true. I did make the most incredible mistake ever, which was going on tour as an indie, and the tour is all concerts that I am independently hosting. What a fucking idiot. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, buddy. Heck yes. Let's go. Yeah, I'm so excited for it. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. It'll be something. It will be something. Let me put it that way. So we're getting through it, and I'm looking forward to doing the 3D freaking debut. I can't wait. I know it's like kind of lame because I'm like not making it like a super big deal right now, but I will be like posting about it and stuff like that more as we get closer to it. But yeah, I am like so hyped to be able to finally get a 3D model, but I won't be able to use it is the only thing. So, so when I can use it, it'll be great. But yeah. Mad money, I'd be subbing everywhere. Everyone I follow are on Twitch. No, you're good. It's okay. Don't worry. Just you being here helps a lot. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you being here. W Kōri for getting a 3D model and W for Crimson for subbing. Yes! Exactly. Vector Frost, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, night, anytime. We're just yapping right now. Chatting. You know, it's what we do. Hope you're doing good. 9 days, buddy. 9 days. 9 days. Bug. Bug, man. Oh, that's terrible. That's actually terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, anyways. Honestly, I find it pretty cool how you are able to do things as these things as a career. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. I don't see this as a career. I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so real with you, okay? I am only full-time streaming now because I unfortunately, you know, freaking got laid off of my job, but I really love having a career. Like a you know, a professional career. I miss working. I do. But I told myself that I really wanted to like full send a little bit more like VTubing, at least for like a short time, to just like get a better foundation essentially. So that's like what I'm doing now. But I like it's really hard to make streaming and content creation a career, I feel like, honestly. And it is actually like I know that people make that fucking like post about like okay, dumb people make dumb posts about like, oh, it's so hard being a content creator, and like I am not trying to say it in a dumb way, but some things about being a content creator can be challenging if you're not used to it. But that's how any job is. That's how any like task or, you know, career in a way is. Like there's nuances about what you end up having to do that's not the same as like a full-time job where you have a CEO that you report to, that you have superiors, that, you know, you have to do X, Y, or Z and follow processes. There are some processes that are like kind of laid out for you for content creation, but like a lot of it is like, you know, very much tailored to your own journey, right? It's very individual, so there isn't like a one size fits all. And so yeah, there's a lot of work that you do end up having to put in to either figure out that, you know, what that's gonna look like and follow that or, you know, a lot of work that you have to do just like generally speaking with like actually scheduling out content and consistently doing it, making the content and whatnot, following trends, blah 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 blah. You know, yes, to a certain extent, you know, it isn't hard to be a content creator. It does like feel like, oh, we just get on here and stream, but we just get on here and play games, but there's like a little bit more depth to that, and it's not for everyone is all I'm saying. You know, some people do better with structure and some people do better without it. I don't think there's any one right way to like lead your career or one right way to like do X or Y, but I do think that it's not always for everyone. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm trying to say. I don't necessarily think that it's harder than something else, like it's not to compare, but I do feel like I've worked a full-time job and I've done VTubing, so like I've basically worked both of it at the same time. And like there are things that I loved about my full-time job, and then there are things that I loved about VTubing, but I hated about it as well. And so like when I was upset at VTubing, I'd be able to focus on my full-time job. When I was like tired of my full-time job, I could focus on VTubing. So like I had that balance and I really loved that, and now I don't have it and it's just VTubing. And honestly, in some ways it's worse. Because it's just it is like not that simple is all I want to say. I don't think it's like particularly more challenging than anything else, but it's not as simple and straightforward as I think people expect it to be. You know, I wish it was, but the deeper that I've got into like content creation and like VTubing and stuff, the more that I've realized that it is, you know, it is like really tough, you know. And yeah, and there are some things about it that I don't work well with. Like a lot of things tend to come up last minute, and I'm very much like not a good last minute person. I'm very much not good at that, man. So it's one of those things about it that I'm like, I find personally challenging, but other people might not find that challenging. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, work is work. At the end of the day, work is work. So Cubed Bane, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. And hello, Squiddly. Squiddly, thank you for being here. And I appreciate all of you for hanging out. Thank you, thank you. Let me continue catching up here. I love yapping. I was born to yap. Yes, let's go! Yes! Anyways, I might not be able to attend off-cam without some assistance, but I can do the next best thing next week. Okay. Do what you gotta do. I mean, if you can, that's great. If you can't, that's also fine. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't know the right wording besides career. No, you're good. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100 because I don't want to like sugarcoat it and be like, oh, everything's great. This is a great career. I miss my career. Or I miss my full-time job, you know, but now this has become my full-time job, and like it might not, I know that like I have thought deeply about what's next, you know, after all the concerts and stuff like that, and I do want to look for work like more heavily again. I don't know what that means for this or anything like that, you know, but I do really want to try to at least get like another part-time job or something like that, you know, but I don't know. I mean, things have changed so rapidly for me and VTubing in the last several months, such as me getting management, and so that has been a huge help and has gotten me a lot more opportunity, but obviously it's expensive to like be a VTuber sometimes, and so, and to also live and like, you know, be able to pay my bills and, you know, healthcare, shit like that, you know. So I don't know what exactly will happen, but I know that like I most likely will be like, I've never really wanted to lean on VTubing as like my full-time job. Like I never really foresaw that for myself, but like I also was like, well, I'll give it a chance, and you know, I just don't want to regret not trying. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. But I don't know what'll happen, you know. So this is kind of like the last ditch effort right now, which is weird to say, but I guess say out loud because I knew it, but I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but yeah. Anyways, sorry to hear you got laid off. That's me too. Oh my gosh, I freaking miss my job, but it is what it is. But thank you for saying that. Hello, Elite Squid, by the way. Hello, welcome, and thank you for being here. Let's see. Hello, hi, how are you? I love your YouTube shorts. Thank you, Screwballs. I appreciate it. Hell yes, let's go. Thank you for perceiving me. And hello, Pizza Rolls. Thank you for being here. Let's rob a bank. I got a plan. Let's go. I'm down. Just kidding. I'm scared. Just kidding. I'm scared. I could rob the dumpsters. The dumpsters I can rob, but I don't know about the bank. You know, I don't know what kind of, do they got food in there? Anyways, let's see. Hello from Japan. Hello to Superior. Oh my gold ship. Yes, let's go. The Umumusume. Heck yeah. Thank you for being here. Big welcome in. Hello, hello. Llama Tuna Roll says, thank you for continuing to push forward even after setbacks. The way you support others and create opportunities for fellow VTubers shows real strength and kindness. Your passion is inspiring, and I'm grateful to be a part of your community. Oh, thank you, Llama Tuna Roll. That is so nice of you to say. Actually, one of the things that like was that I was like struggling with the last week as well was I realized I made an error. And like I've never made this mistake until the very last like time that I'm having to do this, basically. Well, not very last, but I don't know, at least for the year, the very last time I'm gonna probably do this, where I was doing like the lyric breakdown for the group song participants for Summer Splash, which is the concert in June. And I don't know how this happened. So the problem with like having to organize shit is that like, you know, sometimes you have your source of truth, which is like the main document, right? The main spreadsheet. Spreadsheets, the bane of my existence. And then I have to like transfer that and make it digestible for like, let's just assume not everyone's like this. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, but like, let's just assume like the dumbest person who like is not reading, someone who like doesn't want to read that much and is just like trying to get the information and go. Like that's like my mentality, like the average consumer, who most of us are dumb, okay, including me, right? Like I have to make take that information on the main spreadsheet and make it digestible for the common person, right? And so I have to take all that on the spreadsheet, basically copy and paste, but not really, onto like the Discord server, the designated Discord server for the concert. And I've never done this ever. I accidentally fucked up the lyric breakdown where, like, in one of the songs, I had like copy and pasted two names twice, which means they had two parts. And they're not supposed to have two parts because obviously that's not fair for everyone else. The parts themselves are like usually decently like long. At least that's what I've been really trying hard to do lately. But yeah, so it was unfortunate because those two people had also, like, they were submitting already, and I was like, oh shit, wait, hold on, which part do you want? And I'll give you that part, but I basically explained, like, I'm sorry, this is my mistake and very unfortunate, but like I can only use one of the parts, so which one do you want to use? I at least gave them the freedom to like choose which one they would be okay with. For the most part, at least I tried to. But yeah, it was like I felt really bad because like I'd never make that mistake before, and I feel really bad making people do work that, like, because I don't like this. I don't like doing work that like I'd either have to go back on or like that won't be used at all. And that's happened to me before in like events that I've been a part of where like I did extra stuff or I did something and then they just like took it out without telling me, and like that really like honestly put a bitter taste in my mouth about that, you know? Because they didn't tell me, you know? And so that's why I was like, I made sure to like profusely apologize, and I do really feel bad about it because it's not happened before. I've never had this issue where like I accidentally put, you know, the same people in two different parts. Genuinely, that's never happened. Luckily it was just for one of the songs, but it was obviously just two people involved, but like, you know, it's always like not a fun thing for me because I'm like, I could have like fixed this or like not made this mistake, but I made the mistake and I'm like, fuck, damn it. So that was also a little bit frustrating to like deal with this past week where like I realized that I made that mistake and I felt really bad about that. So yeah, basically, yeah. So here we are. I'm sure they do have food in banks. Just sneak into the break room. Ah, there you go. That's fair. For a second, I thought you were gonna say like to rob a food bank, and I was like, wait a second, that's really fucked up, Autumn. And that's not what you said, okay? But for a second, I was like, wait a damn minute. I was like, wait a damn minute, wait. But no, you're right. You're good. That's not what Autumn said, okay? Anyways, hello, the greatest showman over on YouTube. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And hello, Silver Shadow as well. Hello, Omer. Good afternoon. Hello. Thank you for being here. Robbing a food bank to give back to the people, of course. Oh my gosh. I was absolutely debating whether to say rob a food bank or not. Oh, no way. Are you serious? Oh my god, you're terrible. Why would you even joke about that? That's awful. Oh my god. I'm so dead. That's what I thought you were saying, and I was like, wait, fuck, dude, like funny, but also not funny, bro. Hello, Phantom over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Hello. Welcome in. Happy birthday. Anyways, a national Robin Hood reel. I was on my own. I don't know, man. I become a different person after eating those Diablo nugs. Alright, for sure. Letting me know. I'm like a fucking dog. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, yeah. It'd be like that. Anyways. Hi, Autumn. Hi, Coiny. Oh my god. Thank you for the lurk, Silver. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Heck yes. All right. So, hi, Kōri. So yeah, I will talk about this very briefly, but obviously this is my like stream where I get to talk with all of you about the shit that's been happening with like, you know, me lately. But yeah, I I've gotten, like, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but you know, I know Pixel had mentioned like burnout and stuff like that. I do definitely feel like one of the things with burnout was like having to answer so many people from so many different angles. Like that's definitely like one of the things that I talked about, like that I honestly get tired of doing because I'm like an introvert at heart. So you know, I don't like talking to people, but even worse when it's like coming at me from different angles. And what I mean by that is like there's like, oh, there's the soloists or featured performers of like the concert that's like talking to me about asking me about X or Y, wanting an extension on the deadline and things like that, which like I'm sorry, but like, oh my god, I think I try really hard to have deadlines that actually are realistic. And like, I know people are really busy and stuff like that, but I'm always like, damn, like, it's always so tiring sometimes to like get like these requests, these like exceptions, you know, like ask for an exception. And it's like, I can't, like, it's really complicated, right? Because like I can't give everyone an exception because then I'm gonna be like messed up on my organizational side of things, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a time. And I like will never tell you any of these things because I'm not here to talk ill about anyone. But some of your oshis and some of their management teams are tough to work with. And like that's what I'll leave it at, but they can be tough to work with. And so man, you know, I'm just like, sheesh. You know, I'm glad they have support. They deserve the support. They work hard, but sometimes like the management team can make things worse. Because like I think they're just maybe just miscommunication is what I will just say it as. But yeah, it could be tough, man, and that can be tiring to handle sometimes. But then there's also like questions coming in from like the group songs, or questions coming in on the stream or about the stream, or you know, sponsorship stuff, whatever, talking to other professionals about X or Y, and then getting DMs from people that are like, oh, I applied to be a soloist, did you accept a soloist already? And like, if I didn't get accepted, can you tell me like why? And then like I feel bad because I'm like, I want to like answer, I wish I could, but it's like it would take me too long, and I would like to just take care of myself first because that's my priority, to like try to explain to people and give like one-on-one advice to other people. Like I don't really have that time as much as I wish I did, you know. And so people coming at me from all these different angles can be something that definitely tires me out and can lead to burnout for sure. Like more than anything else, it's that. Which I guess is kind of funny, right? But like it's not the streaming, it's not the content, it's not whatever, it's that. It's one of the biggest things. So yes, I'll continue in a second, but let's see. Hello, McDonald's. Yes, McDonald's, thank you for being here. Hello. Let's see. I've told you on multiple accounts, but I'm super proud of you. You're a very important mark in this life I've led so far, and I really am happy to have known you throughout all my stuff as well as yours. I hope that you can keep the positivity you exude even when shit gets stressful. I'm trying, Autumn. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. I'm trying. We're doing it somewhat. I don't know. Hello, Farid, over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Hello? Question mark. I shit my pants? Question mark. Anyways, hi. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is. I've dealt with burnout. I'd say take a break, but if you can't, find something you enjoy to get your mood better. Thank you, Phantom. I appreciate it. I'm not currently burnt out, to be honest, but it is something that like I'm just genuinely talking about, like how it can lead to burnout for me is one of those things. I have like I'm really durable. In like the worst way possible. I am super maximum durability. So it's hard for me to get burnt out, but I'm like inching there right now for sure. Just because of all the things that have happened in the last couple of weeks, it's just been really overwhelming. And it sucks because I can't take a break. Your girl has a concert in 9 days or whatever, and then another concert 20 days after that, and then another concert 30 days after that, and then another freaking performance at Offkai 30 days after that. So I have like literally, and then I just did another concert back in March, at the very beginning of March. So I've literally had like 5 back-to-back concert months, which is just, or I'm about to have that at least. So unfortunately for me, there's no time for a break, but I've taken some break for sure, and I've felt better. Like I felt better at the beginning of April, but then like now all this dumb shit happened, and I'm back at feeling like shit. But it is okay. It's okay. We all try to survive. No, literally, that's what I'm saying. You got that LaCroix positivity. What does that mean? On him, I don't know what that means, but thank you. I don't know. I don't know, but thank you. Okay. Love you. Thank you so much for being here over on YouTube. They are raccoons. They are a whole bunch of them. And you actually get populate a raccoon yourself on the bottom of the screen when you join the stream. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you hanging out here. This is my day to day. And if you like the raccoons, definitely stick around, you know. For me, it's overthinking that can cause burnout for me. Oh no, that's totally fair. Yeah, I get that. And you know, I resonate with that too because I'm a very like highly anxious person, and so I honestly overthink like so much, so freaking much. But I think for me, it's become like a balance between like I can't overthink because I have so much work to do, so I just have to do the work. Like I just have to do it. So that means I can't think anymore. You just have to act and do it. And like that's kind of what that's become. Also for me, and I say this because I don't know if maybe it'll help you. I just write a lot of shit down. I just write a lot of shit down. I really do. Like I used to use sticky notes. Now I use full on notebook. Okay, and I just write it down. So it's like I don't like if I have my overthinking session and I just write it all down. And then I'm like, okay, now I can no longer overthink because I just have to do it. And so I like just, you know, cross things off of my list. And like, that's how I feel like for me, it works for me to like get shit done, even though I'm overthinking half the time. More than half the time, let's be honest, but you know, so I don't know if that'll help you. But hey, just that's what's helped me personally, you know. Self-care is important to keep doing what you love doing instead of hating it in the end. So take care of yourself, Corey. No, 100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm still always going to appreciate, like I've always said, if I graduated, not that I am, but if I'm graduating tomorrow, let's just say, I would have been I'm glad with what I've achieved. And my greatest achievement would not have been the concerts, would not have been the content, would not have been the rotation video. My greatest achievement would have been the fact that I had built such an amazing community, and hopefully even when I'm gone, that community can still find safety and happiness within each other and friendship, hopefully, you know, like that is my biggest achievement. That's what I want, you know. But it's okay if that doesn't happen. But I think it will because we have such a great community. So anyways, hello, King of the Fish People. Welcome and thank you for being here. In my state of Virginia, we had a raccoon break into a liquor store. Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah, he got drunk and passed on the bathroom. No, I saw it. I know. I had like 5 people send it to me. No, it was beautiful. It was amazing. You know how LaCroix essentially just tastes like they waved the fruit in front of the sparkling they waved the fruit above the sparkling water. Are you calling me a mom wave right now? Okay. Ye who mom waved for isekai and didn't even realize it, by the way. Oh my gosh. Who's the one in the crown and that's with you? Bro. We go dumpster diving together. We eat together, okay? The hottie, the baddie. You know what I'm saying? Hi, what's up? Caramel Plays. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I didn't know you sang. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately for your ears. Yes, I do. I do sing. I metal growl and I sang a song. And I am actually going to be releasing an album on the 26th. So another one. That's going to be my 3rd one. So yeah, very epic. Crimson, thank you for the 1K bits. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Thank you so much, Crimson. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the support. What the heck? Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm just being honest. 1, write it down. 2, get shit done. 3, come back and address the stuff that you wrote down. 4, rinse and repeat. Best way I've found that helps. Yes, there you go. Period. Fax, no printer. Sorry, it's a big red button on my desk. Like I just, you know what I mean. If you did graduate, do you get to keep everything like your community and channel? I mean, like I'm an independent, so everything is owned by me. I mean, I could delete it if I wanted to, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I'm not thinking about graduating, so I don't know what that would look like. But yeah, I mean, I probably would leave it up because I own everything. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's more so an issue when people are in an agency or in a group. Like, like Hololive or Nijisanji, like yeah, they take down everything, but like for me, I'm an independent, so so I own everything. And yeah, no, I'm probably gonna keep it alive because I would feel bad if I didn't do that. So we also had a red panda stolen from the zoo, and I think they let them roam free in a certain area and somebody stepped in it back. Oh my gosh. Damn, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. You know, that's fair. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We're just yapping right now. Oh, you don't get to keep me? What do you? Well, okay, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I don't own the community. That's true. Like, I don't own the community. I guess that's a good point. So I don't know if the community wants to stay, then that's up to them. But like, I can't like keep them hostage. That's true. I just realized that. That's funny. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna keep them hostage. I'm sorry. Wait, no, you're not owned. Sorry, wait. No, you all have free will. Okay. No. No, you're good. You're good. Okay, I don't own anyone. So I don't know. If they want to stay, they can. If they don't want to stay, it's fine. I don't know. Maybe. I know, right? Oh my gosh. Hello, Kaden, over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Happy fart day. We took a little toot today. Take a little toot. Do it. You know you want to. You know your butt wants to. I was out here bankrolling the 3D model. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the support. I misunderstood what you said earlier. No, you're good. You're good. My maid didn't want to start this. It's okay. Y'all are stuck with me. Heck yeah, we love that. Go, mom. Waits for the Google Doc. I know. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not gonna lie. So that's the other thing I've been meaning to tell you guys. Oh my god, there's so much that happened in the last 2 weeks. So okay, I'll talk about it. I have to finish the first story that I started, but freaking being the hostage thing also is a thing that has been going on, so I have to talk about that too. Which sounds silly, but you're not a hostage. Kōri is the hostage. So anyways, I'll talk about it later. But yeah, in the Google Doc too, I tell my soul, nah, but unless, you know what I mean. Hello Tori, how you doing? Welcome in. Big YoHallo, how are you? Welcome in. Happy 4th day. Oh, hope you took a fart today, you know? Took a fart, whatever. Kōri, the all-seeing eyes shall know when you try to escape. This is true. Yes, exactly. Period. Kōri, Tori and Kōri. Yes, exactly. We doing it. Kōri like Kōri in the house, you know what I'm saying? I shitted on him. Meow. Heck yeah. Happy fart day, yes! Sorry, I didn't feel like lifting up the gun, so I just pushed the button. Okay. Let me finish my freaking point. Sorry, we're yapping right now. Thank you for being here, everybody. That's a chat and stream. I yap a lot on top of IRL events, okay? So, one of the things that happened in the last like 2 weeks, there was a individual who you guys may have seen get into a lot of controversy and drama and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I won't talk about it. Because again, I'm not here to like, you know, put anyone on blast, and I'm trying to tell the story like, you know, neutrally. And again, it's no one's fault, and I'm not like mad at anyone, but I did want to talk about this because it was causing me a lot of stress. But there was someone who got into a lot of like controversy, and they've been a part of my concerts before, and they are a part of like a group / agency. We'll just say a group. No, we'll just say an agency. But yeah, so they're a part of like a team, an agency of some kind, and you know, I basically, because they were under a lot of fire. I mean, like when I looked at it, there were like over, just on one platform, there was like over 14,000 posts about this negative controversy thing, right? So I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, this isn't good. Also, hello Joel over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. You look so cute. Thank you. I shit your pants. Let's go. Heck yes. But yeah, so I'm just yapping. Thank you for being here, of course. Welcome in. But yeah, so I am trying to get back on my train of thought here. See what I mean? This is really terrible. This is how I am. I stop talking about it and I lose all of it. So, okay. So because of all the fire that they were under and dealing with, I obviously, you know, they were supposed to show up in Isekai. And so I was like, listen, I don't think, like, I thought about it hard. It was a difficult decision to make. But as an event organizer, I have had times where people came to me and they were like, hey, this person that's in your concert is a bad person. Here's why. You should remove them. And I've even had people who would one up that and say, you need to remove this person, otherwise I'm including you in my Google Doc about this person. And I'm like, okay, I will remove them. Jeez. So, it's like I don't like being in those situations, but it is something that has happened like more commonly than not. So that really does suck, but yes. And so this time around, I had made the very difficult decision to basically tell the I was in contact with their manager, or one of their managers, and so I told the manager, I was like, hey, listen, so like, and again, I've had good experiences with them up until this point. It was totally fine. But I told them, like, hey, listen, I'm really sorry, but I have to let you know that I'm gonna have to remove this particular, just one of your talents who is like, doing a lot of, there's part of that they're unfortunately under a lot of fire right now, and it's like, I'm not here taking sides, I'm not here pointing fingers, I don't know what's right or wrong, okay? It's just really unfortunate because that I had to do this, make this decision, but like they cannot participate in the Isekai concert. So it's already like 2 weeks until it. So I basically am like, I'm gonna leave their voice in, but I have to take off their model, and their name is already in the programs, the physical programs, because it's already been printed and stuff like that. So I can't do anything about that. But that's that's where we're at the moment. And so, that's what I mentioned that, and I tell them very politely and respectfully, like, hey, so here's what's going on. Again, I'm not taking sides. We can reconsider having them a part of it in the future, but for the next 2 concerts that they were supposed to show up in, which was, Isekai and then Dancing Diamonds in May, I said, I'm gonna have to remove them because I really cannot have their controversy, which unfortunately was like kind of borderline political. And now it was blown out of proportion 100%, and it was really disappointing to see, of course. Like, I don't think they deserve that at all. I don't think anyone deserves that. But, unfortunately, the internet is interneting. And so it completely blew up, and it unfortunately did become related to political controversy. And like, it's really hard with politics, because it's like, once you talk about it and once you make a stance and once you start doing shit that's controversial about political topics, like, it's hard to like try to come back from that depending on what you're saying and doing, right? And so very unfortunate, and no one's fault, but that's what was happening, right? And so I told the manager very respectfully, hey, unfortunately I can't include this particular person, but I can include the rest of the talents of the agency if you want, right? Oh no, internet is interneting. Oh shoot, what is happening? Oh no, we lagging. Shoot. I don't know why. Let me see. Perform speed test. Perform speed test. Start. Oh, what? Hold on. We should be coming back. We should be coming back. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Hello? Are we good now? Are we good now? I don't know why that happened. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me say this in the YouTube chat. Okay. Yeah, I think it was like OBS or something, because my internet was fine. But my internet was fine, but OBS took a shit for a second. So my bad. All right, perform speed test. Yeah, legit. Literally, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell? All right, sorry. Okay, we're back. Great. Yes. Internet will always internet. Yes, I know. Once you open Pandora's box, you can never close it. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, I'm glad we're back. Thank you, everybody, for confirming. But yeah, so essentially, I told the manager, hey, this was going on. I'm really sorry about this. Again, we can reconsider in the future when like everything dies down, because I had nothing but good experiences with them. I didn't care, but it's just unfortunate that like the internet be interneting, And they were like, totally understand, you know, do what's best for, you know, yourself as the event organizer and things like that. And I was like, thank you for understanding. And I thought that was the end of it. I thought that was the end of it. And that was through Discord DMs, right? Thought that was the end of it. So then unfortunately, the next day, that same manager was like, hey, does this email address that you have work to reach out to you for like, you know, important discussions or something like that? And I was like, I mean, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm talking to you right now. But I was like, yes. And so they were like, okay, great. And I was like, okay. And they're like, oh, our CEO just wants to like, you know, to talk to you, to like email that. And I'm like, okay. And I literally was like, can I ask why? Like, should I be preparing like for something bad? Because I'm like, why are they reaching out to me right now? I thought this was a done deal. You know what I mean? And like, they're like, oh, they just want to like, you know, ask some questions about, you know, the whole thing with like being, you know, their talent being taken out or whatever, and what that entails. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. So then I get an email from the CEO, and it's like 2 sentences, which is like kind of weird, but I'm like, all right, whatever. And so they just asked for more information and on like what exactly this meant. And so I like forwarded them the message that I sent the manager, because it basically explains it. And then I also had written out even more deeply exactly what this means. And so I explained that to them. You know, they're in the group songs, and it's maybe only like a 20 to 30-second section of the song, and they're not gonna like, the one talent is currently under a lot of fire right now, unfortunately, is not gonna show up in it. That's it. I can't do much for Isekai because Isekai's already done, but like, I'm just gonna take their model out, and that's that. But the CEO really didn't like that. The CEO really didn't like that. And so the CEO like emails me back and is like, we're revoking permission. They said it like more professionally, I guess, but they were like, we're revoking permission for you to use their recordings or vocal files or anything like that for your concerts. If you want to chat about how we, because their standpoint was, which is fair, their standpoint was like, we don't want to like, it's like unity, right? It's like we either all show up and get represented properly, or they don't show up at all. Is kind of like, you know, equal representation is what they were on about. And I think that's fair. But what I don't think is fair is the disrespect to my event, because it's not as simple as it may sound to just remove them from something that is in less than 2 weeks, right? And I am independently organizing this. So it's really hard for me to do it because I'm doing it by myself. And so, you know, it's just like frustrating enough to do all this back and forth. And then while the CEO's emailing me, I'm also getting follow-up like DMs on Discord from the manager. And I'm just like, man, you know, I just, this is what I mean by like the angles. You know, I was talking about this earlier. I can just get burnt out and tired from like just multiple angles at multiple times, just like, it's tiring, you know what I mean? And it was like this weird like good cop bad cop thing, which is ironic to say because I think the CEO is a cop or was a cop or is a rent-a-cop, I don't know. And I don't know, apparently also the CEO is literally getting sued by like their state. And I'm just like, what? And it was over like something like a handicap placard, and I was like, what? Anyways, so regardless, let's just try to disassociate from that craziness, because like we're handling one craziness at a time, right, Kōri? So I was just like, you know, just bewildered, you know, and I basically thought about like maybe fighting back a little bit, but then I just decided like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight back. I will just do what they say. But I think, so they're an agency. They have never once ever paid to be in the concerts. Now, really, not many people have, to be honest, to actually pay to be in the concert. You know what I mean? Totally fine, totally fair. That's not what I did this for. It was for money. But I'm not getting paid to have them in the concert. I'm not getting paid necessarily to put on the concert because it is a free concert. You know what I mean? And so I even talked to my mom about this the other day, and my mom is like, if they're not paying, then like, what's the big deal? What's the big issue? You know, they're not paying to be in it. And each talent individually, independently submitted their files to me. It wasn't like the manager submitted on their behalf. It wasn't like the CEO submitted on their behalf. Each and every single independent talent had submitted their files to me. And when you submit your files through the forum, you're basically giving me consent, right? To use that as I will. You give me that permission. And the problem that I have right now is that I genuinely do not know if the CEO or management has told the other talents that it was their decision to take out all the other talents. So I was saying it was just going to be the one talent that was under a lot of fire, right? And honestly, that's good for the talent as well, because like if you're in a lot of drama and stuff like that, what I have noticed is like you're in the drama, you're in the hot seat, leave. Leave for a few days. Like, just go take care of yourself. Like, you don't need to see all the death threats. You don't need to see all of the shitty behavior of the internet. Like, that's not good for your mental health. You know, leave and take a break and like come back when things have calmed down and all of those evil people are on the next fucking controversy, and like it'll be easier. You know what I mean? It'll be better, and like give yourself a break from all that crap, you know? And so I felt like it was also for their benefit, the talent who was under a lot of fire. Now, maybe they won't feel the same way, but like, that's just my perspective and that's just my opinion, you know? And so I was only suggesting to take them out because they were under a lot of fire. And I really did not and could not have that controversy, especially if it has something to do with political controversy, whether they liked it or not, associated with my event, you know? And so that's what I said. Just them. But the CEO said all of them are to be taken out. Not just that one talent, all of them. And that's 3 other people. So that's 4 people total that I have to take out, which is not necessarily an easy thing to do, of course. And it's just like, my problem right now is that I don't think the CEO told the talents that are being taken out, like the other talents that are not under fire, I don't think the CEO told them that they made that decision, and that, again, the management and the CEO made that decision. I did not make that decision to take the other talents out that were not under fire, that were not dealing with any of the controversy. Like, I didn't have that decision to take them out. That was all the CEO. So I was genuinely like, right now, I'm like worried that they don't know. And like, I don't want the talents to like be mad at me, you know? So I did send an email back, and I did like ask kindly and politely, respectfully, professionally, that the CEO communicated with, you know, their talents that this was a decision that they made, not me. You know, because I really don't want the talents to think that I was the one that took all of them out. I only was saying that I had to take one out, and I feel like the one that I had to take out was reasonable because I need to protect the events that I work so hard on. I cannot afford to have the event wrapped up in someone else's controversy. That is just not what I can afford to do. And also, it's an IRL event. Let's not even get into how it could be a security issue, a safety issue. Because if these hateful people on the internet are willing to go out of their way to like dox people or to tell someone to no longer live, who knows what they're willing to do in person. And like, that's really dangerous for my community, and that's who I need to protect. The community that is going to the event in person. I cannot have something crazy happen there, okay? I cannot have people getting hurt there. That's just not what I'm gonna do. So of course, yes, I have to cut off all the controversial stuff because like, I don't want people to get hurt ultimately, and I care about everybody's safety, you know? Also, hello German, thank you for being here over on YouTube. Welcome in. We're just yapping right now. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Hello. Just chatting. But yes, it is a lot to handle, Pixel. I know, it was a lot, and it's just been like so tiring to have to like, you know, get all of this emotional whiplash. It's like, if it's not one thing, it's a freaking another, and I'm just like so tired of it. And so I don't really know what to do anymore. Like, I don't know. I've thought about, like, right this moment, I've thought about reaching out to like at least one of the talents and just letting them know, like, hey, here's what happened, and I just want to make sure you're aware that like this ultimately was not my decision, and like I don't know if they told you, you know, but I also don't know, like, I don't want to make a big deal out of it because I don't know if, like, maybe they do know and they just want to stand with unity with their fellow talent. And I totally respect that. And I love that for them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they know or not. And that's why I'm sat here in this predicament of, like, do I reach out to one of them or do I not at all? And, like, just hope that they know. But like I said, to cover my ass, essentially, I did send that email to the CEO back and explained, like, you need to tell your talents. And, like, I've had you know them a part of the concerts previously with no problems, and I never charged a cent. That's never a thing that I've ever done. Not that it's about the money, right? But I'm just saying. And this is really like this is I don't want to have this be all out there. I want to keep it confidential, but like I also don't want to be blamed by people for taking someone out and like they didn't know about it. You know what I mean? So that's why I sent that email. But it's just like a really dumb, I don't know. It just sucks because it's like I do feel bad for them because it's I'll just say that like obviously if someone is so quick, whether it be an agency CEO or just people in general, like if someone is so quick to like pull the rug out from underneath me and like kind of just be disrespectful to the work that I put into the event, I'm not very encouraged to have you back because I have no idea if you're going to do the same thing again. And it's like nothing personal, but it genuinely is that, right? Like if somebody purposefully burned your finger when they're cooking with you, you might not want to cook with them again because they might burn your finger. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for being here. Uptown Chicken over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. We're just yapping right now. Hello, hello. At the end of the day, you did the best thing that you could. Despite the headaches that followed, you were not only in the right, both technically and morally. Yeah, it's not about being right. Oh, sorry. You were not only in the right, both technically and morally. Yeah, it's not about being right. Okay. But the point still stands that you made the best decision that you could. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I tried to. Anyway. Well, yeah, there's no bad blood between you and the talents, and you don't want anyone to manipulate the story to frame you as a bad guy. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I know. And I don't know what they've said or not said, and, like, obviously I would never know, but, like, from what I could tell by the communication between, like, from what I could tell, from what the manager was saying, and also from what the CEO was saying, it just didn't really seem like they were communicating. The manager and the CEO. So if the manager and the CEO aren't communicating, but they're both attacking me from two sides at one time, I don't know if the CEO is communicating with their talents on this, you know? And so that's why I'm, like, not sure if I should say something. So if anyone has any opinions on if I should say something or not to at least one of the talents, let me know. Anyways, that's almost like a red flag. It's definitely an orange flag, at least, or a yellow flag. I don't know. Gotta go to work. No worries, Crimson. So I can't say, but I'll watch the rest when it uploads. Bye for now. Yes, thank you so much. Good luck at work. Thank you so much for working hard. And thank you for taking care of yourself. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you just for being here, Crimson. It means the world. I'm so glad to see you again. And yes, please take care. And we'll see you later, okay? You can watch the VOD anytime. It's like if that's how they react to something that's small, imagine something bigger. Okay, so you guys feel like it's kind of small, right? Like, because I was also thinking in my head, I'm like, am I, you know, me invalidating myself? I'm like, this shouldn't be a big deal, right? Like, I'm just, you know, it's not anyone's fault. I was really polite. I apologized profusely about it. And, like, I thanked them for understanding. But I explained, like, this is a non-negotiable. You know, it's like, you know, I can't include this person more in the event because of the controversy that they're in right now. And, like, I'm sorry, but it's like, that's what it is. And I thought it would just be like, okay, we understand. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, bye. Like, I thought that's all it would be, you know? But not, even though I said sorry and I apologize and I said thank you for understanding and stuff like that, none of that was said by the CEO to me. There was no thanks for having us in the previous concert or sorry that we have to pull the rug from underneath you. There was none of that. It was just take them out. Fuck you. And it's just like, okay. And then meanwhile, I'm getting the good cop over on my Discord DMs from the manager. And I'm just like, dude, like, it just sucks because, like, I had good experiences with them before and I had no reason to not include them. But now I'm like, shit, if they're so willing to just, like, you know, switch up on me like this, and like I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. You know, I'm scared that it'll happen again. You know, I don't know what to say. Like, that's just genuinely how I feel. So yeah, but I'm glad that you guys feel like this is a big deal, like, or sorry, that it's a small deal. It was a small deal, but then it just turned into a big deal. Like, it wasn't that crazy. You know what I mean? I'm glad you guys feel that way too, because I kind of felt like maybe this is a bigger, and it is a big deal, right? Because it's like, to them, like, one of their talents is being taken out or not represented properly. I don't know, but like, is it that serious? I don't know. Is it that serious? I don't know. It's like 20 to 30 seconds of a song, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And at the end of the day, it's an opportunity for your talents that you're taking away. And now you're taking away for not just one, but all of them. So I don't know, you know. So, anyways, thank you for the check-in, Donut Lord. Oh my gosh, hi. My favorite raccoon VTuber. Hello. Welcome in. How have you been? What's up? What's up? We're just yapping right now. We're just chatting, hanging out. Hello. Thank you for being here. I think you should say something to a talent, but I think you should ask first what they heard, if anything at all, because it's important to make sure you're not accidentally making your headache work. That's worse. Yeah, that's true. I will do that. Yes, I will do that. I think I can do that. That's wrong with it. Wrong. They did that to you. Oh, thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. I mean, I get their side. I get their point of view as well, right? Like, they're trying to like represent all their talents equally, you know. So I understand, but it's like no one's fault, particularly that the controversy blew up the way that it did. So it shouldn't like be taken out on me, and it shouldn't be taken out on, definitely not taken out on the other talents. You know what I mean? So it's kind of complicated, you know. Era, oh my gosh, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, and thank you for the check-in as well. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for also participating in some of my events, my concerts. I'm looking forward to seeing you perform here soon. So thank you so much for hanging out here. And thank you. That's all I want to say. Sorry, we're yapping right now. My brain's going a mile a minute. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for being here. Hello. I'm Brazilian, but I understand and follow you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Hi, Corey. Corey for real for being their best host. No, you're too kind. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you to say. I made some freaking mistakes, unfortunately, recently with with some of my stuff, so I feel bad about that, and I apologize a lot. But it's nice to hear some positive feedback, of course. So thank you for saying that. Yes, please do. Lurk, and good luck with work. I hope it goes smoothly. You can get some good snacks afterwards. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Hello, Dollar Bill. Hello, Party Moth. I gave a guest suggestion to Colossal Con Primed for you to be a guest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. I will also try to submit some stuff for that. So thank you for thank you for thinking of me, having me in mind. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. And YoHallo, Party Moth, sneaking out of work real quick to say hi. Super excited for Isekai. Yes, me too. I can't wait as well. And thank you for sneaking out of work to say hi. Oh my gosh. We're doing a little bit sneaky. Are you hiding behind the dumpster right now? But thank you. It's so good to see you. I'm also so hyped. I'm so hyped to see you under the Deku tree as well. I won't say too much. Obviously, I don't want to spoil all the surprises and stuff. But yes, we already announced that under the Deku tree is a part of Isekai. So, yeah. And I hope you have a great day and good luck at work as well. I hope all of you, if you're working right now or if you are going to work, I hope it goes smoothly and good luck. Maybe even talk to the good cop manager first even. Oh no, I unfriended them. Says it quietly. I unfriended them. No, I did though, because I didn't want to keep like this. I didn't want to keep this like good cop, bad cop shit going on. Like, it's just not, it wasn't worth my time. It really wasn't. And I just didn't want to continue it. And that's part of the reason why I'm not sure if I want to reach out. It's because I don't want to like make it worse or like continue this fucking non-existent drama. So I don't know. I just think if you had that mental clarity as to what was said, hopefully you can address it in a way that's less stress on you. That's fair. That's true. I just don't know if like I need to address it. You know what I mean? I can't tell. And that's what is a little bit more frustrating to me right now, is like I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't. So I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Heck yes. And hello. Oh, thank you for the check-in. I appreciate it. Love watching your lives. Thank you, Justin. I'm so glad that you enjoy it. Thank you for coming by. Just send them a YouTube comment voice reply style message. That's insane. Oh my gosh. I'm so dead. I just keep the receipts. Do not talk to them before the CEO could count on talking to them as harassment. Oh, that's a good point, Twitchmon. That's a good point. Thank you for mentioning that. That's true. I have to be going. No worries, Pixel. I had a great time on stream today. Have a great stream and good luck with these guys. Thank you, Pixel. Oh my gosh, thank you for hanging out. And I'm sorry I didn't answer your question from earlier. Don't be afraid to ask me another time, okay? I'm so sorry about that. I forgot. Oh my gosh. I have a Q&A stream coming up soon, so you can ask on that for sure, if not sooner. But probably the Q&A stream would make the most sense because people probably will have the same questions. So, hello, the Roar of Gryffindor. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Happy fart day. Hope you took a fart today. Fart. You know what I'm saying? Get that gas out. Flatulence. Thank you for being here. If you don't need to, at least not right now, then don't. Or at least wait until after you guys. Save yourself the frustration. That's fair. I just don't want to think about it. So maybe I just will forget about it. I'll just stop thinking about it. Just completely. I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe that's just the mentality I'm going to have to go in with. Just whatever happens, happens. Hopefully they don't, you know. I just don't want them to like come onto the Isekai stream and be like, why aren't we here? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that's like my biggest concern for sure, but we'll see, I guess. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for the check-in. Dollar bill. Let me go ahead and also just make sure that I am prepared to get into Texas call-in as well. 'Cause yes. I don't want to be late. Let me make sure I have the right time. Because I fucking fucked up the time before, man. I fucked up the time before. I'm like, god damn it. Okay. Hi, Corey. Hello, JC. How you doing? Thank you for checking in today. How are you doing? Hello. Ghost Leia, thank you for the follow. And hello, King Boyoto. Big YoHallo, everyone. Thank you for being here. Happy fart day. Let's go. Hello. Why would they come onto Isekai? Truly, they know they're not showing up. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, I hope they don't go onto the stream and like see that they're not showing up on the part they're supposed to show up in. You know. So that's why I'm concerned about it. Does that make sense? That's why I'm like, should I tell them? So at least someone of them knows. So I know, or should I tell them so at least I know for a fact one of them knows? I don't know. You know. Minecraft background music, or am I dumb? Not Minecraft. It's my own like BGM, but it might. Hey, if it gives Minecraft vibes to you, I respect that. You know, Minecraft vibes are lit. Okay, heck yeah, let's go, Ghostleya! Exactly, you get it. Doing okay, sleepy, but other than that, I'm doing well, dude. Oh my gosh, I feel that. I'm also tired. I'm also tired as well. It'd be like that. Maybe you mean maybe talk to them, Shogun? Is that what you're saying? Clarify, please. Anyway, yeah, maybe. Who knows? I mean, I'm down to do it. You know, I have no problem with saying something. So yeah, but but yeah, I'm just worried about that. Like, I don't want them to like come on there and be like excited to see themselves on the screen, and then like they don't show up at all on their part, and they're like, what? You know what I mean? Yes. Okay, so you think I should? Okay, thank you for clarifying. All right. Once I get a chance, I want to go to your events. Heck yes! Oh my gosh, we'd love to have you. Yes, it'd be great. I'm getting a vibe from it, to be honest. Like a vibe from the events, or a vibe from the drama, or a vibe from me. Catching a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'd love to have you at the events. Please do come to the concerts. They're so fun, and obviously being there in person, you know, it's such a great experience. I do really care about the in-person experience. And even though I'm not usually I've never really been in person for any of them. So yeah, but you know, it's important. It's important. So yes. Let's see. Thank you for the lyric, Autumn. Are you gonna go take a nap? Is it nap time? I think it is nap time for you, huh? You could go take a nap. Oh, Autumn J. Folks is taking a nappy wappy. I'm messing with you, sorry. All right, let's see. I'm Jamie fan. Hello, Carolina. Thank you for being the fan. Let's go. I have farts for you to fan. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Love your laugh. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad. Hey, listen, if my laugh can make you laugh a little bit, that's a good freaking laugh. You know what I'm saying? Background music, yes, it do be. Oh, the background music giving the vibe. Okay, let's go. I respect that. I love the Minecraft vibe then. I see you say ah. Yeah, I say ah a lot. I scream a lot into the mic, you know? That's what I do. Kōri, it's past your nappy wappy time, raccoon. Dude, I know. I need a nap too. Big nappy wappy vibes right now. To be fair, you should probably take some nappy wappy. No, I know, right? Oh my god, I wish. I'm so jealous. I do want to take a nap, but I can't probably. I have too much to do. A nap sounds amazing. I might take one after work, right? Oh my gosh. I'm not sleeping. I'm working on things. Okay. All right, Adam. Okay. Work hard. We respect that. Thank you for working hard. Okay. Heck yes. Keep up the good work. I'm excited to see all the cool stuff that you're doing. Okay. Anyways, that's that drama. So we talked about that. That's happened in the last 2 weeks. And trying to figure it out. But you know. The other thing that I've kind of briefly talked about on stream very vaguely, and I'm still not going to be super deep on it. I'm not going to like say names or anything like that. But there's been another thing that's been going on behind the scenes with specifically my model, which is really a frustrating thing to go through because it's like, you know, I was really hoping this would be kind of like my forever model. Now I knew that eventually one day I would get another one, but like I was hoping that, you know, this model would last me quite a long time, and if I was going to continue doing VTubing, you know. And it just kind of sucks because like it almost was not that, or like it's yeah, it could be not that. Actually, it probably isn't. So you know, it's been a little bit sad to be going through that, but yeah. So I'll talk about that in a second here. Take a nap after stream. Do it. Just do it. I wish I could. It's not that simple. For me specifically, it's not that simple because I'm like, I have that brain that's like, I gotta work on this or that. I gotta finish this before I can relax. Like I can't sleep until I finish X or Y, and so like I gotta finish those things first, and I don't think I'll finish it in time for a nap. It's just gonna be like, I'm gonna have to just go and sleep. I'm gonna work until I have to sleep, basically. So yeah. I can't because I wake up 6 hours later wondering if I am still on Earth. Oh my gosh, that's the other thing, right? Like I can't be like taking these naps. They'll just ruin me. You know? My goodness. Valid, Crane, yeah, valid. But I talk Spanish. Oh, you speak Spanish? That's okay. We speak English here, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, thank you for speaking English here. I apologize that we don't accept any other languages at this point in time, because I am bad because I don't know it. So thank you for the check-in, son. Hello. Also, son, I read your comments that you left on Twitter here on the stream earlier. Towards the beginning of the stream, if you want to like listen to me react to it, but I feel like I can never respond. And like, obviously there's a character limit on Twitter, so I can't really like say anything for super long on Twitter. So yeah, I responded in during the stream. So thank you for your kind comment, and know that I did respond. Okay, so yeah, thank you for being here. Hello. Let's see. Hello, Taken. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're chilling. I could talk about the cinematic history of Godzilla until you're so bored that you pass the fuck out. I'm good, honestly. I don't think I need to do that. I think I could probably just work. I'd rather work and get shit done than to listen to that and be tired. Like, I'd rather just work and be tired. You know what I mean? Also, Kōri, un momento, por favor. Listen, what do you... I just say dumb shit once in a while, okay? Oh my gosh. Lo siento, alright? My bad, dog, alright? El baño, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna jump into the waiting room for now. I'm just gonna sit here. But yeah, I don't know if. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. I don't have my reactives on, so let me turn it on really quick. Oh god, why is it so large? Why is she so large? Why is she so fucking huge? Why is it... What the fuck, Kōri? Alright, there. Chill out, dog. You don't need to be that fucking big, man. Jeez, okay, so, yeah. Once in a while, yeah, sure. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. You sure I could yap about a bunch of boring shit that nobody gives a fuck about? I care! I care, Shogun! I care! Damn, alright? Kenya, Kelly! Thank you for being here over on YouTube. Hello, Kelly. We're doing great. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just hanging out right now. What is up? We're just yapping. Yapping, yapping, yapping. We love to yap, you know? So, let me just, like, I don't know if I want to start the story, because then I'm gonna, like, end up getting cut off and like, jumping into, the VC, but we'll see. Hello, Lynette! Thank you for being here. Sorry, hold on. Anyway, sorry, I had to say it. Remember when you got disrespected at VidCon? Or, I don't know, where because someone rotated you upside down, you turned bald? I don't know what you're talking about, because I never got disrespected, and I definitely wasn't at VidCon. But yeah, no, I mean, it's happened before, but it was all consensual, and it was all just for a dumb, stupid fucking video that keeps going viral, and I'm so fucking tired of it. Release me! I'm so fucking done with having to do that goddamn stupid video, but unfortunately, it keeps going viral, and so that's what it is. But yes, consent is sexy. It was all consensual. It was all, hey, you want to take 30 seconds to do a dumb video that I hate doing? Yeah, sure. And then it's like, okay, great. That's what happened. So, oh my gosh. YoHallo, Kōri. YoHallo, best guy. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Just got back from college and I got first place at an anime opening tournament for my club. Let's go! Amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's go. Man, your mic sounds better when you scream. Let's do that more. Okay. Let's do that more. All right, let's go. What are you talking about? I disrespect you daily. Yeah, but yeah, I guess so. But that's different. That's an exception. Okay. Consent is really sexy. This is true. Exactly. Can't wait for the Irium streams where people send videos of rotating you. Yes! Speaking of Irium streams, don't forget to follow me on Irium, okay? Please do it. Do it, please. Please. Okay. You don't have to. If you don't have Irium, it's totally fine. But I will be hopefully streaming on there a lot more. But yes. I'll put that in the chat there. Yup. Alright, let me see here. I'll get back here, make sure that I'm not in a VC with somebody. Okay. Release me. Yes, exactly. Your cousin sounds like he loves ordering grapes from lemonade stands. What does that mean? But you know what? Respectable. Anyway. What's up, Extreme? How you doing? What's up, Kōri? How's it going? Nice stream. Thank you. We're just chilling. We're just yapping right now. Chatting it up. You know what I'm saying? Let me in! Exactly. There you go. There you go. See, Donut gets it. Yeah. we're just hanging out. But I'm supposed to do a little call-in right now for Texa. It's Texa's birthday celebration the next 2 days. So I am here to wish Texa happy birthday. And that's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I got freaking cold for some reason, so I put my sweater on. But yes, that's what we're gonna do, and I'm excited for it. I don't know why, but I've like the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of like birthday stuff. I'm like, y'all, we gotta stop fucking in, what is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dude, everybody's fucking in July. Everybody's fucking in July, man. We gotta stop fucking in July, right? Fucking and squirting in people, and then, you know, getting pregnant, and then having baby in freaking April because there's so many goddamn April babies apparently. It's a birthday every other goddamn week this month, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell, man? Oh my gosh. Hello, comrades. Hello, Sue57. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. We saw her debut. Yes, we did. This is true. We did a watch along. This is true. Also, just a reminder that we try to keep the topic on the topic all the time. So please try to keep that in mind, that we want to be respectful to everything about the stream. Also, I'm gonna get pulled in a second. So yeehaw! Right there. Hello.
Hi, howdy.
Hi. Hey, howdy doodle do. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm living, I'm surviving, I'm busy, you know how it be, VTuber busy life.
Oh yeah, I know you're super busy running all kinds of things all over the place.
Ah, you're too kind. Thank you. I'm trying. But yes, how has your
No,
birthday
you
been
do a
so far?
fantastic job.
Ah, thank you.
Oh,
I'm
it's been
trying.
really good. I beat Admiral in Battleship this morning.
Yo, let's go. Fire. As you should, queen. As you should.
So yeah, that's been fun. That's been fun. Yeah.
Nice. So do you
I
have
have a
like a go-to birthday food or like dessert? Because I know some people don't like cake, some people like pie instead, or like what kind of girly are you?
Yeah. I like cheesecake because I'm not really big on like
Oh,
standard birthday cake, so I like having cheesecake for sure. I like
hmm.
that,
Nice. Do you have like a
especially with
particular?
blueberry.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Blueberry cheesecake. Okay, that's good. I respect that.
Yeah, love blueberry. Yeah.
Nice. Heck yeah. I love that. Yeah. I personally, I don't know. I think for me, I just like ice cream or shaved ice. Obviously, shaved ice is my Oshi mark, but
Oh, shaved
unironically,
ice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unironically, I really love that. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I obviously I did a watch along of your debut. Amazing job, by the way. You killed it. You're
Oh, thank
amazing.
you.
Yeah, of course. Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
so nervous. I was like, oh, I ended it like 40 minutes because I was so nervous. I was running through everything so fast.
It's okay. No, you did great. You did great. You got the information out, and we learned about you. We got to perceive you, and that's perfect. So you did amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. And then to hear you sing, it was Jolene, right?
Yeah, I sang
Yes.
Jolene.
Yes. Beautiful. You did an amazing job as well with that. So that's super cool, super exciting. And I mean, I love like the cowboy cowgirl aesthetic. I love Texas. I know it's kind of random, but I do love Texas. I went to Frisco, Texas because I had the honor of getting to collaborate with an American baseball team out there, the Frisco Rough Riders. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it was really cool and also very much an out of body experience. Like seeing like Kōri on like the jumbotron, But the community out there is so precious. Like it's just like people were there for each other and embraced it all, and the food was immaculate. Like the Texas barbecue, there is nothing quite like that. I always thought like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, I had Hutchins, I think it was called. That's the place that I went to, and it
Oh,
was
I haven't heard of that one,
oh,
but
okay. It's okay. That's fair. There's a
yeah.
lot of good. I mean, there's a lot of great places to eat out there. So
Yeah.
that's totally fair. But yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I was just I left and I was trying to find like, well, where could I get barbecue like closer to me, and I went to them and it's just not the same, and I genuinely thought like, oh, I'd probably find something similar. I could never find something similar. Like it's only there in Texas that barbecue is so bomb. Like it's so good. So
Yeah. Yeah. You just can't compete with it.
exactly. It is so amazing. Yes, I love it.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. So how are you feeling
Yeah.
about like, being in VFleet and I mean, I love VFleet. I mean, you probably know this already, but I just have so much respect for the mission and obviously the talents. Like,
Yeah.
I love what you guys do. Anyways, I'll let you talk. This is about you, but yeah, tell me about it. Like, I'd
Yeah.
love to hear. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I love VFleet. It feels like family, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I've spent a long time trying to like find a place that I could call my own and feel accepted. And VFleet was like the first place where I actually genuinely felt that.
Hmm.
And so it's really nice to just like know people in VFleet and know that we all have the same mission and the same like vision for what we want to convey as far as like preserving these historical uh w- ships and stuff.
Hmm.
And that's something that drew me into V Fleet in the first place. Was I was like, I donate a lot to my local like art museum and stuff like
Mm.
that. And so I was like, I love preserving museums and preserving history and stuff like that. Like that's something I've always been really connected with. So seeing that V Fleet had that kind of vision was it felt that there was something there. Like it just clicked.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's an amazing mission, and I think it's so cool to like connect such a it's a mission that's bigger than all of us, and to connect that with
Yeah.
like VTubing, with a hobby, that we enjoy doing. Like it's so I just love that so much. It's
Mhm.
just like how it kind of like makes it feel more welcoming and friendly and like modern, I guess, for lack of better term, of like how
Yeah.
yeah, like just raising awareness about these museums, generally speaking, and obviously the ships, but like just like being able to raise awareness about those things through this medium is like just such a cool thing. Like I just love it so much. And genuinely, like I didn't know that much about carrier ship museums. I didn't know anything about the USS Hornet. Like I like didn't know much about it before, but like ever since I've gotten to meet more of like the V Fleet talents like yourself and like see how just passionate you guys are about the mission, like it just made me really want to like dive into it more, and I honestly have. So that's always been really fun. Like yeah, so I've done a stream with like a couple of the V Fleet talents in the past where like we talked about like the
Yeah.
history, and I just loved it. It's so fun. So we got to do that sometime because I got to hear more about your ship and
Oh,
everything
for
like that.
sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was funny when Admiral like first talked to me and we were trying to like kind of decide where to put me. I was like gabbing about the USS Texas and stuff, and he was like, it fits, it fits. You
Yeah.
just get in here, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, let's go. I love that. That's
Yeah, and that
amazing.
was before he even knew I was like born and raised in Texas either, because normally I used to like mask my accent a lot
Mm-mm.
because like I got made fun of for it growing up, and so like he didn't know, and he was like, "Do you have an accent?" I was like, "I actually do. I just don't use it
Mm.
because it's like I get worried that people make fun of it, but I feel like being me as I am now, like people have accepted it so much that it like I've grown to love it. Like I've grown
Yeah.
to love my own accent and love my own voice that way.
Absolutely. As you should. I mean, hey, listen, accents are literally like that's part of who you are, and I feel like I don't know. I've always been the kind of person that's like just be yourself. Like that's what we want to see, and it encourages other people to also be themselves. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like that's what we love about that. So definitely keep on shining the way that you want to shine. And like I think you have an amazing accent. I love it. I think it draws more people to like I don't know, it's fun to listen to, you know what I mean, because it's a little bit different than maybe what I'm used to or what someone else is used to, you know what I mean. But that doesn't mean
Yeah,
that it's bad. That's great, it's awesome,
yeah,
it's
you don't
unique.
see a lot of people who have an accent like the Texas accent in the VTubing community, so it's
Yeah.
definitely a bit unique. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like kind of I would assume be more welcoming to people, like because we are trying to branch more out into the Western audience, right? Because like
Yeah.
VTubing started like mostly in like Japan and whatnot, and so it's nice, and that the
Mhm.
idol culture, I guess, it really started out there. So it's like nice to see it branch into the USA,
Yeah.
and like I think part of it is like part of us normalizing it is like let's have people that you would probably talk to like just around the corner, and like I mean, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I talked to a cowboy around the corner. You know what I mean? In America. So I'm just saying, like, I think it makes it a little bit more relatable and welcoming, versus like,
Yeah.
the constant idol esque, like, okay, everyone, let's go. We did it. You know what I mean? Like, not that they all
Oh
sound like
yeah.
that, but like, like that's like the other side of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we might be used
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get you.
So, anyways, I sound like Mickey Mouse, so that's what I
No,
do.
no, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. I always think that my voice is really annoying. I mean, I think most people like feel like their voice is annoying because they just hear it all the time, and I feel the same way. I'm just like,
Oh
ew.
yeah, you're always your own worst critic.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to hearing my own voice when I listened to like my VODs and stuff. I was like, oh no, not this again.
uh, yeah, I feel like I've never gotten used to it because sometimes like I'll take a break from like rewatching VODs, my own VODs, or like clipping or whatever, and then I'll come back to it and I'm like, ew, 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 like all over again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna take a page out of Ava's book. I wanted to ask, I'm not really good at like wishing for my own things or like what I would like. So I want to know, what would you wish for me for my birthday?
Oh, that's such a cute thing. It's such a cute idea. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm a
Yeah,
good wisher
I stole it
either.
from Ava.
I love that though. Dude, oh my gosh. I'm like, I don't know, Taco Bell, man.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. um I mean, I think, I think something that I would wish for you because like you're still kind of like early on in like being a part of VFleet. I mean, not that you've been a part of VFleet for a while now, of course. It's just that you recently debuted like not too long ago in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things. So, I think what I would like to wish is that you continue to be able to have time for yourself because it can be like a lot to be juggling like a new era essentially of like your VTubing career and whatnot. And so I hope you can make more time for yourself and take care of yourself and be able to find like a really good balance between like work and life and your personal health and your family and stuff like that because I think that can it's always like something that can get lost in the cracks when you're like so involved in your mission and involved in VTubing. And so I hope that and wish for you to be able to continue to balance those things and to continue to find like the usual health and have good health and happiness and be safe and whatnot. And then the last thing I'll wish for because I like to ask for a lot is that you'll also get some more barbecue. Yep, have some
Oh
barbecue.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely. I'm gonna have to get barbecue after this.
Ooh, yes. Take a pic. All right. If you want. No, if you're comfortable. Take a
I
pic.
will, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
I will. All right, I won't hold you hostage much longer. Thank you for being here and being a part of this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Yeah, definitely would love to hang out longer another time or next
Mhm.
time, and you've been amazing to get to know. I loved watching your debut. Keep up the great work. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so honored that you did. Thank you so
Of
much.
course, yeah. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Also, your like Discord reactive is really cute. I
Oh,
love it.
thank you.
Yeah, I love it. It is so cute. Yeah, it's like perfect. I think like I have both of yours and mine on my screen right now, and like they work so well together. So
They do, yeah.
yeah, it's perfect. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yes, happy birthday, Texa, and
Yeah,
have a
thank
wonderful one.
you.
Yes, happy freaking birthday. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you everybody for supporting Texa as well. All right, I will talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yes, have fun.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Heck yes. Hold on, wait. Let me give Texa a shout out, but I need to make sure I have Texa's correct Twitch. Hold on. Unless one of the mods can help me really quick. I don't know what Texas. I just want to make sure because like they have like numbers and stuff in it, and I always mess up the numbers. Am I not? Oh no, Texas on YouTube. Duh. Oh my gosh. We can't shout them out on Twitch. Sorry, I just realized that. I mean, I knew that, but I forgot. There we go. Texa.
Out for like
Oh, sorry. You guys are hearing that. Okay. I just want to copy. Oh. Thanks for having me. Yay. Happy birthday. Okay. Oh, my bad. That was my elbow. My elbow hit it. I'm typing. Okay, here. Okay. Here. Happy birthday, Texa. And then there's the live link. Because I don't know why I didn't just grab Tex's stream. I mean, Tex's channel link. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. Okay, here, I'll just put that there. If you want to wish Texa happy birthday, you can do so there. And also subscribe to Texa, okay? There we go. Okay. All right, my bad, everybody. We're back now. Okay, let me see here. Hi, Nix. Oh my gosh, hello. It's good to see you. Hello, Blar, by the way. How you doing? Welcome in. Sorry I'm late to saying hi to people. I was doing a little call-in right there for Texa's birthday. Summer's the best time. Heck yeah. Howdy doodle do. You're such a nerd. Okay, Autumn. I turned them down. I hope that was okay. Texas game. Yeah, let's go. Heck yes. Hello, Broadcast Carb. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. That Fuki is precious. I know, it's so cute, right? She has a cute Texas accent. It's beautiful. Girls PNGs facing each other are too freaking cute. I know, right? The vibes are immaculate. Exactly, Nix. Yes. Hi, Corey. You sound lovely today. Oh, thank you. I thank you so much, the great mighty Yo. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you feel that way. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yes, hello, welcome, and thank you for the check-in, Sailing. And Nix and Broadcast Carp, thank you for the check-ins. Oh shit, hold up. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Texan girls are cute. Listen, I think a lot of girls, pretty much all of them are cute, and I think a lot of guys are cute, and I think we're all cute. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's see. Oh, Shogun's cuter? Damn. Hello, Hacks, over on YouTube, by the way. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. And let's see. Bozen, thank you for being here. Sorry if I said that poorly. Let's see. How are you? I'm good, Hacks. Thank you for asking. I apologize that I was busy doing that. My bad. But we are multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and that's what's up. And hello, he goes over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello. Me too. LOL, let's go. Heck yes. People just being cute and shit? Sheesh. Exactly. Exactly. It's amazing. Thank you for the check-in. Chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Corey's really cute too. Ah, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Wow. How's your day? My day, it's been okay. It's been okay. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But my day has been going all right. Just because I'm tired, that's probably what's bringing me down the most. But I was like out pretty much like all day and night yesterday. So I'm alive. I'm alive, and I'm glad to be here. But yeah, we were just yapping today, talking through some stuff, and we did the little call-in as well, so. Yes. Hi, Corey. Nice to see you again. I saw you at MegaCon and got the chance to take pictures with you. Thank you so much for taking pictures with us. We appreciate it. Thank you for perceiving us and coming by at MegaCon. Heck yeah, it means a lot. Thank you. And thank you for being here as well. I'm tired. I'm also tired. I feel that. Corey is cute, I guess. Damn. Yeah, I guess. Corey is cute, I guess. All right, Autumn. What do you mean? Why is it in the little quotations? What the frick? Hi, I'm alive. I'm dad. You know, same dude. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the check-in, Blue Raptor. Welcome in. How you doing? Come on, chat a minute. Corey is super cute. Nah, dog. Nah. I'm stinky. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. I'm beyond chilling. Let's go. Being chilling. I have a couple of Las Vegas Sphere edits that say I need to post one of those because I find them they're so great. And I saved like 2 of them, but like I forgot to, I didn't post them yet. So I do want to post those because they're so great and funny. Anyways, they're amazing. Thank you for those. Oh my gosh. No, she's not amazing. She's the bomb. The fart bomb! You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. She said she's stinky. This is true. Stinking cute, you mean? Damn it. Damn it. No, I'm a stinking goofy. Okay? I'm stinky and I'm goofy. Yep. You misspelled gremlin. Bruh. Okay? I don't feel like I'm gremlin. I feel like I'm just dumb in the noggin. Being stinky is being cute. Get with the times. Dang! That's crazy. Yeah, Kōri's pretty stinky, bruh. Why are we still talking about this? Why are we still talking about this? What the fuck? Yeah, you guys are great, okay? Whatever, bro. What the fuck? My dog likes to howl during a harmonica. During a harmonica? Alright. I'm like a fucking dog. You know what I mean? She actually does smell. I met her in person. She's also an anime girl. Okay. Yes, I do happen to be, unfortunately for all of us, an anime girl, you know? Shut up, Kōri. You're pretty and stinky. Oh. During a singular harmonica. Yes, exactly. Thanks for the new barking alarm clock. Hell yeah, let's go. Did we just end stream like that? Is the stream over? Did the stream crash? Or are you guys saying I'm gonna end the stream because you guys are like, oh, never mind. It was an issue on my end. Yeah, maybe you should think about that first, huh, Shogun? Before freaking me out. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's fair. Let's see. Hello, Ib. Thank you for being here. I just came here. Well, that's concerning, but okay. On main? No, I'm just kidding. No, my stream crashed. Okay, I'm not gonna make that joke. Anyways, yes. Let's see. Can you say rough 2 times fast? Rough 2 times fast? Rough 2 times fast? What? What are you trying to... What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, Autumn? What is this about? Aren't you supposed to be working on something? What are you doing? No, go back to work. Nah, go do something, huh? Go be productive. Stop being unproductive. Stop letting me make you unproductive. Okay. Don't let me enable your unproductiveness. I don't want to be at fault for that, okay? Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. I don't know. What did you want? Don't, it's a dog joke. Oh, that's what it is. I thought, I was like, why is it rough 2 times fast? Rough 2 times fast. What was that? Why was I supposed to say it like that? Just on you, punk. I don't think. That's period. Real. Make the joke, Howard. No, I'm good. Don't tell her this, but she smells like a baka. It smells like a baka. A baka. However she fucking says it, or they fucking say it. Thank you. You're welcome. What happened? I don't know. We're just yapping with no brain cells. That's what's happening right now. I finished it. Shut up. All right, damn. Shit, my bad. A lot has happened. That's true. Hello, Spangley. How are you doing? No, we're chilling. We're hanging out. We're just yapping right now, doing cool things like that. Okay. Yeah. The way she said it was just so like reverberating. You know what I mean? Just like, you know. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the story I was gonna tell you about the other shit that happened this past 2 weeks. We've been talking about how the past 2 weeks of my life has just been a crusty butthole with a rusty knife being shoved through it. That has been my last 2 weeks of my life. Okay? The first week of April, fine. But the last 2 weeks, terrible. Oh, shoot. Hello, Weepy. Thank you for the raid. Oh, my God. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Don't worry about it. Hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? Thank you so much for streaming and creating content and bringing over your wonderful community here. Thank you so much. How are you? We are yapping right now. We're just chatting, hanging out. If you don't know who I am, hello, Big Yellow. My name is Kōri, like Kōri in the house, my favorite anime, but spelled a little bit differently. And I am an IRL event VTuber. I do a lot of IRL events. I've been to over 40 plus conventions in the last 2 years, virtually attending and streaming my point of view there as I interact with people. And I also been basically a leader in doing IRL VTuber concerts as well. And so we've got one coming up in about 9 days, which is insane. My big Isekai concert that's happening in Las Vegas, which is really exciting. It's on a big cinema screen. It is free. If you would like to attend in person, you can watch it there in person, or you can also watch it on YouTube or Twitch, and it's also free to watch there. So yes, thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, hello. Hi, Weepy. Oh my gosh, hello. Thank you for being here. I love your little emotes there. Very cute, very cute. Please don't let me hold you hostage. If you got to do any after stream care, please take care of yourself. But otherwise, I'd like to know if you want to share what y'all were up to, what activities were you doing, or maybe gaming perhaps. But yeah, we're just yapping. So we'd love to have you here and hanging out, of course. But if you need to do any after stream care, please do take care of yourselves, okay? That goes for all the raiders here. So thank you so much for being here. Bloody Bear, thank you for the follow. And Tristan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome and happy fart day. I hope you all had a nice little toot, all right? To get that flatulence out and feel relief, perhaps. And if it's not fart day, happy Turds day. If it's not Turds day, happy Saturday. Regardless, you might have turded a little bit, but you thought it was a fart. So, really, it's always fart day. Anyways, welcome in. Thank you. Let's freaking go. All hail Kōri. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much, the great Mario. E. Thank you, Lexi. Yes, E as well. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Anyways. Yes, I'm not gonna play a good damn harmonica. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. Cause rough sounds like rough. So you're supposed to say, yes, I know. And this is some cringy Reddit mod is supposed to respond with good puppy or some dumb shit like that. Okay, thanks, Shogun. I mean, I got it after the fact, but yes, this is true. Anyway, Split Fiction, yeah, no. Anyway, Pocopia, which is now the new Split Fiction, I guess. I don't know. A shit story, yay! Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Welcome Raiders. Yes, of course they heard it. Shit. God damn it. Well, I hope you guys didn't hear me make the analogy that I made right before you came in here, but I'm sorry if you did. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, Calvin? Thank you for being here. And hello, Joshua over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Ew, Kōri fucking Forden. I'm fucking Forden. How you doing? We're just hanging out. We're yapping right now. We're doing good. Bocopia, here I go. My, how can I resist ya? All right. Time to end the stream. Okay. Hello, Reese. Welcome in. It's good to see you, by the way. Hello, Big Yellow. Thank you for being here. Well, hey, just come, get by and say hi and good night. Have a good one, Spangley. Yes, take care. Have an amazing one as well. Good luck at work. I hope it goes by smoothly and get some snackies afterwards, okay? You wouldn't dare. Not in the middle of the second story. The second son of the second son of the second dog of the second grandfather of the second son. Anyways, hi, got back from eating sweets. Let's go, Lucky. I want to eat some sweets. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I'm hangry. Well, that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sure you did. Okay, finally, I will tell the story that I was meaning to say. So, right before we got on the text call, I was explaining some of the things that have happened in the last 2 weeks that have just absolutely exploded my brain. One of the things that also has happened, now this is something that's been going on technically since like November, December. So it's been going on for like half a year. And basically, and I don't, and again, this is like so hard for me to talk about because I'm not here to try to like put people down or anything like that, but basically, my rigger for this model basically gone MIA. They apparently were dealing with some health issues, and I completely understand that, and I completely respect that, okay? But I had gone through, like, for lack of a better term, I went through like a group. You know how like there's like a team that just does marketing, for example, as in a company, or like at frickin' McDonald's, there's the frying team, the fryers. So I specifically went to what I believed would be kind of like a rigging team, and maybe that's a poor way to phrase it, but that's like kind of how I want to frame it for you guys, so you understood why I like moved the way that I did. At least initially, I was hoping to go to a team because I have had experiences with other commissioners, really not just rigging, but just generally speaking in the past, where like they were unresponsive or they ghosted me. That tried into true tale of that happening, but also a bunch of other questionable things and behind the scenes issues, right? And so I was hoping that going with a team, because that's what I did with my model art, is I went to a studio, was what they called it, and I went to them to get the artwork done. And essentially from there, I went to another team to get the rigging done. And so I thought there would be more like I guess accountability and responsibility on that end or that side of things, but unfortunately it turned out to not really turn into that. And I think it was like just a series of unfortunate events where like no one really was at fault, but that is ultimately what it was. But yes, also hi everyone in the chat. Sorry, I am in the middle of a story, so I'm not gonna pause too much to talk to the chat, but I will once I'm done, because otherwise I'm gonna derail, and I've already done that a couple of times. Anyways, but yes, so essentially I thought I'd be able to work with the team and that would mean a little bit more accountability and responsibility, but unfortunately what had happened back in like November, December, was that I had a request to revise something with my model because I debuted in September. And I still had a request with it. There were still some adjustments that I wanted to get done, but when I had raised the revision for this thing that I wanted, they were like, sure, we'll get to it like next month essentially. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like I'm not in a huge rush for it. You know what I mean? And then it turned into, oh, we'll get it to in another, like we'll get back to you. Oh, like your rigger is MIA. And so unfortunately, that's when it started, and they were MIA because of health reasons. And initially I very much communicated that I was understanding of that, but it was tough because no one else had the files that I needed in order to try and either get someone else to do the revision, or I wanted to start streaming on Irium and I needed a particular file in order for us to in order for me to stream on Irium, which is, if you don't know what Irium is, it's just an app that you can stream on. And so I needed this particular file for it, but no one had the file except for my original rigger. And apparently there was what I guess I could say is kind of like a lack of like sharing of materials or sharing of like important files with the rest of the team. And so the team did not have access to those files. And at the time, it was my understanding that I would not be able to do anything with this model because no one had the file that I needed and my rigger was gone. And so, for all I know, I didn't know if the rigger was going to come back. I didn't know if, like, goodness forbid that they potentially were no longer with us. Like, I didn't know what the heck was going on because there was no communication, right? And so ultimately, also, hello, Lil Weiss. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. I thank you for being a part of the raid into us today, and thank you for supporting Weepy, of course. I'm just yapping right now, so obviously welcome in. Thank you for being here. But yes, we're just chilling. We're just yapping if you'd like to hang out. But yeah. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh, thank you for the follow, Lily. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, Twitch, you might get some ads. I apologize. Twitch is bothering me about it. You can subscribe to get no ads. Otherwise, we're going to try to run all of it really quick so that way it doesn't bother us later. I apologize. It's always inconvenient, okay? But I'm just trying to do it in the least inconvenient time to run all the ads. So we'll be right back. I will continue the story here in just a second. But yes. Okay. So I had essentially said, okay, now I know. I was basically told explicitly that there is nothing that they can do, that they don't have the files, they can't give me the files, there's nothing we can do. And so I was like, I don't have my final product. And I was told before all the MIA started happening that my rigger would give me documents to be able to pass off to someone else to be able to rig, to continue doing the rig work. And so I was under the impression that I was supposed to be receiving, you know, these files essentially, regardless. But it's a very confusing story. So I'm like very much like TLDRing it, basically. Too long, didn't read. So I'm shortening it quite a bit, but it is a very long story and it goes on for several months, like I said. Also, hello Ashen Demon over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. But basically, somehow along the way, they do somehow get access to the file that's needed for the rigging. It didn't tell me, didn't tell anyone. I also had added my manager into the chat, and it was around the time where I added my manager to the chat, because otherwise it was just me. It was basically me and then the rest of them. And so at that point, it was basically like, whether it was intentional or not, I kind of felt like it was only me in my corner. And at the time I had, 2 or 3 months ago, I had finally gotten signed on with Airs. And so I was telling them a little bit about the situation, and they had offered to, be able to jump in there and also assist with the discussions. And so I was like, that'd be great, because it was really stressing me out. Because, yeah. And so then they had joined in the conversation, they reviewed everything, and then was proceeding with basically the communications from that point on with the team, with the rigging team. And on my end, they had sent that confirmation of like, hey, we don't have the file, we can't do anything with this, you basically have an incomplete thing. And so I was like, okay, my manager told me, hey, you should try to just like submit something to PayPal, that you don't have these final files, you don't have what you had originally commissioned, essentially, because that's where we were at the time. And I was like, okay, got it. So then I did that. I couldn't do it for most of the payments, of course, but I could do it for like a little bit of it, essentially. And so I did try to submit the case, and it got submitted successfully. And then I was like, okay, now in between that time, after that case was being submitted, that's when suddenly they had access to the file, and I didn't, we didn't know that they had access to it. And then it wasn't until later that they did talk about having access to the to the file, which is CML3 file, but I don't think you guys know what that means. I didn't even know what the fuck that means. I don't know anything about the file, to be honest, but that's why I'm just saying the file. But yeah, so basically during that time, it wasn't until like, I feel like it wasn't until after all of that, where they had the file, but they didn't really tell me. That's when I think PayPal had, surprisingly, to my surprise, because usually PayPal resolves cases in the seller's favor, which would have been the rigger's favor. And that's what I thought was going to happen. Like, I didn't think anything was going to happen, really. But it actually, I guess, the evidence that the team gave me, that, information of them saying that they can't complete it, was enough evidence to PayPal to be like, oh yeah, no, you're going to get your money back. And so I end up getting a quote unquote partial refund, right? And so the case resolves in my favor, basically. And that all happened, and suddenly they have the files. Suddenly they also were completing the, other tasks that were to be done for the model. And I was just like, oh my God, this is a lot. And then I got distracted with all of the other concert stuff. Not that that's like an excuse, but ultimately, I did not, just to be transparent, I didn't say anything about getting some of the money back. And also, the entire time, for the most part, they were not taking ownership of the original rigger's work. Like, they were just kind of like, that's between you and the rigger. And it's like, oh, okay. Even though, like, they're a part of your team. Like, I don't know. It was just, like, a really weird thing. And, like, it was, like, all tough all around to see. Because, like, no one wanted to be in this situation. But yeah, it was just like, it was just a really, like, no one wanted to be here. I don't think it was like inherently anyone's fault except for maybe the riggers. Like, yes, no one wants to be dealing with health issues and stuff like that, but you know, when you take on commissions that are thousands of dollars, like you do kind of have like a responsibility to communicate, and like, I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. I mean, I don't know what's going on, right? Like, it probably is like a life or death situation. I feel really bad about it, but I was very understanding of everything. But then, and initially, like, I very much like bent the knee, and I tried to apologize. I tried to thank them and all of that. But, however, comma, when I added my manager to the chat, things started getting really hostile. And I mean, like, they weren't giving us a path of like, let's resolve this. There was really none of that. And like, initially they made it seem like I would be able to get the files that I need in order to continue using this model. But when my manager gets added and when they magically receive the files that they need, they're like, oh no, we can't give you the file. Even though up until that point, they made it seem like that I could. I really don't know how else to explain that. And so it was just really like confusing because there was like a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of just like contradicting with like stuff they said before, and now they're saying new stuff, and it's just like really, really tough to have to like to be reading all that stuff, and to be also seeing like hostility towards my manager and I, when like I literally had this moment where I was like, what did I do to them? Like, I don't understand. Like, I like tipped my rigger even like when all of that was done, and the rigger never thanked me. The rigger hardly talked in the chat, in the first place. And so it's just kind of like, I don't know what I did. But apparently it was enough to have them really dislike me in this moment. So I don't know. But again, like I said, as soon as I added my manager, it just seems like things got really hostile and really confusing and really strange, basically. So that was weird. But yes. Hi, Kai, by the way, and Indigo. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. I'm yapping right now. I'm telling a story, so I will be continuing it. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's good to see y'all. But yeah, so there was something that I've been meaning to get added to my model for some time now, right? And so they were not willing to give me the file that I felt like I should have gotten at the very least. But so they weren't willing to give it to me, but they're willing to give it to another rigger, and I needed to get something done anyway. I've been meaning for that to happen, but I haven't had a rigger, right? Because they've been MIA. And I also was like, I don't even think I can get it added anymore because I don't have the files, and no one has the files apparently. And the person who does have the files is MIA, right? And so I was in contact with a rigger that I actually trust and that has done work for me in the past. And I was like, hey, listen, like, I want to get this thing added. Like, I told them about it already previously, and I asked, I was like, I can't get the file, so like, they won't give me the file, so you'll have to go to them to be able to get the file because they won't give it to me. And so they're like, okay. And so they reached out to the team, the rigging team, and they got the files from them. And then right after that, they started saying that I was like, my manager and I were going behind they were claiming that my manager and I were going behind their backs to try to get to see the file from my new rigger. But they're not my new rigger though, because I've worked with them before. So I just don't know how else to explain it in the context of the story. And that like we were trying to get it from them, and I'm just kind of like, I don't have a rigger right now, and you guys won't give me the file. So if you guys want, like, if I want to do anything with this file, apparently I have to go through you guys. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm thinking of that mindset, and I think it was just like a whole lot of like confusion and misunderstanding, but also it was a lot of just like viewing everything that I was doing or that my manager was saying and doing as like malicious intent, when it's like, we're just trying to resolve this. Like, if there is anything I could do to just be done with this situation, I would love to do it. You know what I mean? But it was just like such a mess. And I was actually planning on because I had gotten that refund, which I wasn't expecting at all, I was planning on, once things were calmed down, and also if they stopped being kind of like rude towards my manager, then I would offer to pay for their time, because I am not someone who thinks I think people should get paid for the work they do. I think people should not do free work. I think, I'm more than willing to pay people for just their time. You know what I mean? And I was going to do that. I was actually about to tell them that I was like going to do that for that. I like asked them like how much this would be, because I did get the refund. I was about to tell them, but then I go back to the chat, and one, I do not have access or permission anymore to talk in that channel. So they revoked the ability for me to talk in that channel. So I couldn't say anything. And then I also see a message where TLDR, they're blacklisting me. And they're blacklisting me because they felt like we were withholding the information that I got a refund. But it's like, you guys were not taking ownership the entire time of the rigger's work. And you kept saying that this is between me and the rigger. And yet the rigger's not here for me to talk to. And so at the time that I submitted the case, I thought I had nothing. And I was told I had nothing and that it was incomplete. That's what I was told. And so that's what happened. And PayPal had closed that in my favor, because that's what was going on. And it wasn't until they suddenly magically had the, files, that I think the case closed in my favor. And so yes, that all happened, but that was between me and the rigger. That's who it was between. So, and the rigger's not there for me to talk to. I don't know if was it really, I don't know. It's just a really weird thing. It's like, you want to take ownership when it's convenient. You know what I mean? And so I didn't say anything. And I know that can sound really shady for sure. And I do think that on their end, I could understand why it's like, oh, that's fucked up that Kōri didn't say that she got a refund, because we would have done things differently if so. But it's like, the refund doesn't solve the problem. Because the problem is, I don't have a model. The problem is that my model was being held hostage. That is what the problem was. So that whole shenanigan was just like such a mess. A refund would not have solved that. I did not have the files that I needed in order to continue using this model in the future. That is just that's the problem that we had. A refund, money, does not solve that. And I was more than willing to pay, if that's what it meant, to get the correct files, because then suddenly they started saying it's an extra charge, but I was never told that ever until suddenly now. And it was just crazy. I had asked for options, they never said that was an option. So then I felt like, since I'm out of options, I'm gonna try to submit a case and get some of my money back. And then when I do get the money back, at that, again, it was just like, why do I need to tell them that when they kept on saying that this is between me and the rigger? So it's like, they wanted to take responsibility and ownership when it was convenient for them, and it was just really frustrating. And so now, yay, I'm blacklisted. But not just me, but my manager too, which I think is ridiculous, because my manager was just trying to do her job, which is represent me and try to come to a solution. But it's like, they blocked us from being able to say anything that in that channel after they said you're blacklisted. So we couldn't even try to have a discussion about it. It's like, the whole time they're just trying to get the last say. And it's like, I just want to be done with the situation. I'm so fucking over it. And it's so sad, because it's like, I feel so bad for the rigger, because if they really are going through health issues, I would be more than willing to return that money back to them if they actually were responsive, at least some of it, you know what I mean? And they were willing to work with me, but they weren't. They were not willing to work with me, and they were unresponsive to me. They never said anything to me, even though they were clearly talking to the rigging team. And I don't know, it really sucks, because someone said earlier, oh, I'm gonna sit waiting for the Google Doc. I think it was Autumn, jokingly, and I'm like, that reminds me, there could be a Google Doc that comes out on me soon, which will be my first one, official one, which is crazy. But yeah, there could be one that comes out about me, because they blacklisted me. And then they even went to my active rigger right now, who's working on some updates and stuff. They went to them and told them as well. Like, they already kind of slandered me in behind my back, like in DMs with them, but they continued to like say that like, oh, there was a chargeback, and also like she's blacklisted and her manager from us. And it's like, chargeback is the wrong word to use. I did not just do a chargeback. I actually submitted formally a case, and the rigger had over a month, I think, to respond to the case or appeal it, and they didn't do anything. And again, that was supposedly between me and the rigger. So, yeah, I don't know. It was just like, fuck, man. And so they pinned it all on me, and like, it just is annoying because it's like, I was not the one who wanted to be in this situation, and I also was not the one who fucking started this situation in the first place. Because I'm not the one who ghosted. I'm not the one who went MIA. Hello? I mean, it's just like fucked up. I don't know, just the whole thing. And I'm just like, I think it's crazy that they blacklisted my manager as well. Like, I understand blacklisting me, fine, whatever. But my manager, when she was just trying to do her job, just like, come on, man. But you know, when you blacklist my manager, you're also blacklisting the rest of heirs. I hope you realize. So that's like, you know, something to keep in mind. But yeah, I don't know. They might make a Google Doc on it, and I don't know what they're gonna say, but at a very, very high level, those are some of the things that was happening, and like, I was willing to make it right if they were willing to make it right. But I do feel genuinely like they were not willing to make it right at any point in time. And so why should I bother at this point anymore? It just sucks, right? Because I'm like, I don't want to have these fucking negative experiences connected to like what I do every day, which is using this fucking model. It's just so dumb. It's like, I'm so tired of it. I never asked for this, you know? Oh my gosh. So yeah, who knows? We'll see. But that's what happened in the last 2 weeks as well. At least what finally went down was that they had fully just said, oh, we're blacklisting Kōri and her manager, and that's that, really. And I'm like, okay, well, at least we're done with this fucking conversation. At least we're done with this fucking conversation. I didn't want to continue this. Like, this just should have been done months ago, but here we are, you know? Anyways, I will catch up on chat now. My bad. Well, fuck them. At the end of the day, not your fault. They got more hostile after you got a manager, and they thought they couldn't push you around as much anymore. You know, and I don't want to believe that's what they were thinking, but it kind of seemed that way. Anyways. Hello, Uncle Daddy! How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. Yes, I'll officially see you at Comic-Con. I don't know which one, but that's epic. Heck yeah, let's go. We're just yapping right now. We're hanging out. It's crazy how much they didn't want to be wanted to be their business unless it was on their terms. That's crazy. It's almost like there's a shitty team with bad business ethics. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I just thought, like, if I worked with a team, there'd be a little bit more accountability and, like, respect, and, like, that didn't happen. So, yeah. Let's see. What did she get blacklisted for? I mean, nothing. Nothing, really. I mean, genuinely, I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. So, I mean, it's funny because like I haven't talked in the chat for like the last couple months, and like I said, the reason why I was going back to the chat in the first place to say something was to thank them. Ironically, was to thank them and apologize, and also to ask them if they would like some form of payment, and they had just sent that message and blacklisted me instead. So, so yeah, that's essentially what happened. And I'm not gonna go out of my way to go and talk to them because they clearly don't want to talk to me anymore. So, how does that make any sense? Well, none of it sounds like it was your fault. I mean, I appreciate that, you know, but I can also understand from their point of view, like they want to protect their staff. Okay, I respect that. They also want to protect their staff's money and financial stuff. I get that, but it's like you can't just keep saying that it's between me and them, but then like when it is between me, like literally it was a case between me and their PayPal account. Like, I don't know how else to put that. And yet they're taking it this way. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. I spoke nothing. All right. That's wild. It is a little bit wild. Boof, lurking, but ouch. What the fuck? Yeah, it'd be like that, Reese. Yeah, I know. Thank you for lurking, by the way. I appreciate that. Let's see. Apoyo, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello. No, that is what they were thinking, and it's humbling of you to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they 110% were pushing you around because you had no backup. That's, I guess, what had happened. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. Like, I don't want to think that way, but yeah, it may have been what had happened. So, anyway, so that's what's been going on. Wow, so exciting. Oh my gosh, hold on, I gotta take this call. 1 second. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Let's see. But yes, that's what happened. That's for the last 2 weeks, and I'm just like, gosh, I would really like it to calm down before isekai. I mean, I still have stuff to do. Is the shitty thing, you know? So I'm still fucking busy. But yeah. Okay. So yeah. That's what I wanted to say, and that's what I yapped about today. So thank you for listening to me rant. And sorry that it's not like the most fun shit to be talking about, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to Isekai, but mostly at this point in time because I want to be done with it and because I am tired. So yeah, I'm ready for a nap essentially. But I'm not gonna get one right now because unfortunately I have Dancing Diamonds in less than a month. So yay. But yeah, thank you for all your support. Thank you for still giving me enough motivation to keep pushing on and pushing forward. So I appreciate that about all of you. So yes, and I hope I can keep pushing forward. So yeah, it's good to get stress off the brain and things get busy. That's true. Thank you, Reese. The more projects I'm in, the more similar cases I've seen. Thankfully, I haven't had anything that bad affect me directly yet, but some of my friends have. Oh yeah, I sincerely wish that there was more accountability and whatnot in the commission industry. I do feel like I know there's always like so much fights between like VTubers or like people who are commissioning versus the artists and the actual commissioners, like the creatives. Like I know there's so much battle between the two, but I do feel like there's this I do feel like there's been this kind of like surge of, you know, it's all in the artist's favor, which like is kind of lame in my opinion. I do feel like if an artist has a TOS, I as a client should have the right to also have a TOS in some way, because it's like I am paying you to do this, and so by accepting my money, you should also be accepting that like I'm expecting these things, which is at the very least, don't ghost me. You know, but I don't feel like there's not enough of like normalizing that, and so I do genuinely feel like a lot of like there's a lot of creatives or people that are like artists and riggers and whatnot that honestly get away with too much, and it's really disappointing to see. And I don't think not all of them are like that, but I do feel like people be getting away with a lot. Like I like the rigger that well, my new rigger who isn't my new rigger, but you know, like the trustworthy rigger that I have, they were telling me that there was someone who waited like 2 years for a rig, and it was like from someone who won an award for rigging and stuff like that. Like they won like a VTube Studio award or something like that, but they took 2 years to deliver their rig, and I'm like, holy shit. That, I mean, I might as well no longer be a VTuber. I mean, Jesus. That's insane, you know? So, yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of horror stories, and I really wish we normalized, like, client respect and client TOS as well. But I also know and understand, like, there needs to be the respect of someone else's like, there needs to be respect on both parties, you know what I mean? Just equal respect across the board. Like, can we just get that, you know? Anyways, There's little to no accountability on their end. LOL. So many missed deadlines and rushed work. Yes. Yes. We appreciate you, Kōri. You got this. No matter what it is, you've already pushed through every hurdle of the past, and no matter what the future holds, we'll be here to back you up in the end. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, two-way TOS. Yeah, exactly. It's something that I talked about earlier, but I will say again here now, as I'm, closing up stream. Please, if you have concerns about me, if you have concerns about, the stream or the Discord or this community, please use the correct mediums to elevate those concerns to the right people. Please use a support ticket on Discord if you need to do that. Please feel free to also mention, you could just say it out loud, this is an open space, a welcoming, safe space for you to express your concerns. You're not going to be belittled for it, okay? We know that you're coming with good intent. I know that you're coming with good intent, but please feel free to speak openly about the things that you have good intent for, which would be, for example, worried about me or worried about the stream, worried about the community, etc., right? So please feel free to express those concerns, but please express them through a support ticket or through the general chat or on the stream. Don't be afraid to express those concerns. It's totally valid. It's totally okay. And I want to be able to hear you. Okay. But please go through the correct means and process in order to do that. Okay. And obviously, we had some, issues the other day with this, but let's just make sure that it's getting to the right people and that those people are also elevating the issues or concerns to Pack or whoever it needs to be, and then I am the last resort. So I most likely do not need to step in when there is a concern because I trust my team to be able to address it and take care of it. I have been streaming for almost 5 years now, you guys. I have seen a lot, and I am very knowledgeable on the craziness of all of these platforms, and I'm very careful with the way that I move things around, the way that I handle things like money. I'm very careful about those things. I would not make a horrendous mistake like buying a Lambo, with money that I don't have. And so, yes, please respect the boundaries of not just myself, but also the boundaries that we have created for the community in order to elevate your concerns in a safe and healthy way. Okay? So that's all I'm asking. Again, I talked about that more in depth earlier in the stream, but I'm just reiterating that for all of you who may not have heard that earlier. And I want you all to know that I appreciate you all, and I do want to hear you. Well, let's just do it in a way that can be healthy for everyone involved, okay? All right. Thank you for being here, Jack and Hassan over on YouTube. I appreciate y'all being here. We are going to be, closing up here soon, so I appreciate you hanging out or stopping by. Thank you, Miki, as well, for stopping by here today. But yeah, we were just hanging out today, yapping. Once again, please feel free to check out getting your tickets, your free tickets for Isekai, which is going to be happening in about 9 days, which is insane. So please do get your free ticket if you haven't already. Once again, ticket holders will have priority seating, free tickets again, but you need to have a ticket to get seated. Otherwise, there's no guarantee that you will. So please make sure you get a ticket. And there's also still a couple of VIP packages available if you would like to get it. I did not realize that they closed on accident a couple days ago, but they're open again. But I think they are gonna close again soon. So just like, I think it's available, but if not, my bad. Okay, but yeah, please get it soon if it is available, because otherwise it's gonna be closed. So yes, and I'm looking forward to Isekai. Again, it'll be streamed on YouTube and Twitch, so it'll be a great time. Otherwise, yes, we're excited to be doing more on other platforms such as Irium as well. So if you are a person that uses Irium, please be sure to check that out as well. But yes, thank you everybody for hanging out. I do appreciate that. And thank you for being a part of this community. We will be, I think, what are we doing on the Discord? We do have a community night, I think, coming up. We have on Monday, instead of movie night, we're doing a Isekai watch along. So we're watching the first Isekai and together on the Discord if you would like to hang out and see that, essentially. No pressure, of course, but yeah. Okay. Yes, have a great day, everybody. Okay, yes, do that, do that. We are gonna go ahead and raid into Mochi Sai. Mochi is part of Airs as well, and Mochi is currently playing some Minecraft. If you want to check that out, we'll go raid into them. And they have a little Minecraft model, which is super cute. It is so adorable. So I think you should look at it. At the very least, look at it. Okay, it's so adorable. Oh my gosh. I think they are. Maybe BRB? Maybe. Oh yeah, I think they are BRB. There's like a video or something like that that's playing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not entirely sure. But we're gonna go send support Mochi's way anyway. That's what we want to do because they're part of Airs. So yes. Anyways, have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you. I think. Oh yeah, I am streaming tomorrow. By the way, I am streaming tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll hang out, do something cool, chill, whatever. All right, everyone. Yo, bye, love. Bye, bye.